And hello, gang. We are back. Yeah, it's time. It's time. This is the
You want me to do
last
the intro?
segment of the night.
Yeah, so we have, I got this. We have Scarlet Hand up first with Ursapon and M. And then after that, we'll have Ghost Dogs of Moon Lake, Haunted Carousel, and Danger on Deception Island, rounding out the night with Medio and M. So M will actually be starting and finishing us off today.
I get to lay in whatever bed I make with Scarlet Hand.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
All right.
You got this.
I am so excited for this segment because I love all 4 of these games. So
These are such good games.
It's a strong segment.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be hype.
Yeah, this is a very, very strong segment. Yeah.
Also, we are still keeping up our pattern of Team 1, Team 2 wins.
Okay.
No one has won 2 segments in a row.
Well, that means that M, bring it home for Team 2. Although I love you, Team 1.
No
yes, we love you, Team 1, but also, yay, Team 2, my team.
And so, yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a super obvious. Can I get some nods? You guys are all set? Just want to, yep, seeing not perfect. All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Super simple. You guys are all set. 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry, I know I messed it up.
Nancy,
it's fine.
presume.
It's fine.
I'm Joanna Riggs. Welcome to Beach Hill.
It's occurred to me, I don't think I've ever gotten to see a Scarlet Hand speed run from beginning to end, so I'm really excited. Yeah! I tuned in for a bit of M last speedathon, but I didn't get to stay for the full thing.
For 68 years at the height of the Maya civilization. Is that jade? Yes, the Maya loved jade and used it for many of their carvings.
Yep, today we have a very full schedule, and then after this, everybody can go home and sleep.
Yes, rest, recover, come back tomorrow to do it again.
Yep.
You'll meet him later. Now then, Nancy,
we have 5 segments today and then 4 tomorrow.
An exhibit of this caliber is not kid stuff.
Very full days.
Assures me you're a real trooper, and I hope
and there's some great games that are getting run tomorrow as well. I know I'm really looking forward to my Twister run. I'm really looking forward to seeing the Shadow at the Water's Edge run because I think Saw is a fantastic game. It's so fun.
Yeah, I agree, but I would never speedrun it.
Budget cutbacks, so we'll be relying heavily on our volunteer staff.
I'm also really hyped that we're ending with Silent Spy because I have been jonesing to try to speedrun that one now that I've broken my year of speedrunning. Yeah, I think it would be fun, and I want excuses to see Zoe even if I don't talk to her.
That's fair.
I am a simple lesbian.
Tomorrow I'm looking forward to my races against Zed for Blue Moon Canyon and Heartless for Deadly Device.
Oh, those are going to be high.
Yes, I'm very excited. Heartless and I have done a couple runs before against each other. And each time Heartless made some pretty bad mistakes. I believe in you, Heartless. You are not going to make any mistakes during the relay.
Yeah, I'd like to think both teams have kind of gotten their bad RNG out of the way these first 2 days, and we don't have to worry about that as much tomorrow.
Exactly. Also, let me give you guys a shout out in the chat. Is that you, the letter M?
I can't.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I think.
This is the biggest focus part of the run for me.
You got this. Focus.
Because this is what decides if I ruin it or not. I did not ruin it. Hell yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, let's roll some corn.
Corn.
Let's roll some corn, boys.
Yeehaw!
You doggy.
This does seem like the kind of game that some, you know, kids out on a farm who like don't have internet access would invent to keep themselves from being bored.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
And as you guys are gonna probably see, not probably, you guys will see pretty quickly, this game is kind of phone call simulator. If I'm gonna be frankly honest.
Yeah.
Nancy
Yeah, I'm
Drew.
actually just impressed watching these two navigate because having just run Finn, the movement in the older Nancy Drew games feels a lot different than like the middle or the older or the newer Nancy Drew games. Like it was rough.
I'm the new deputy curator.
For a specimen. Ever seen $1 million worth of rock before?
Do diamonds count? Ouch, they said you were sharp.
Seriously though.
It's only a phone call simulator for what, 20 minutes?
Terrible jeopardy.
What kind of
Yup.
Oh, only 20.
Only 20.
I'm so fond of Beach Hill.
Isn't there a lot of phone calling that also happens in Saw?
Sensitive subject. Meet me in my
Saw
office later
is
and I'll
a-
explain everything then.
Where's your office?
707 Bing Cherry Boulevard. I've
Like,
got to go. Enjoy
how do I
You
like,
get a
how
lot
do
of
I
phone
explain
calls.
I
this?
was wondering.
Like-
I didn't realize that my phone was still playing the stream.
Oh jeez. Like ratio wise, it's like a lot of conversations and phone calls, if that makes any sense. Like
This one and Carousel are the heaviest, right?
for phone calls?
Yeah.
I don't actually know. Carousel does have a pretty good number of phone calls in it. And Saw just has a lot of phone call, like a decent number of phone calls and conversations.
There. That looks like it's in order.
You must be Nancy, the new.
Yeah, Tui says car is so convo heavy.
Yeah, Saw has way too many phone calls here.
Nice to meet you. What are you working on?
Okay,
Yeah,
raise your
that was
hand. Raise your hand if as a kid you thought that Henrik wasn't wearing a shirt.
Clean is an important.
Because it blended in with his skin.
Well,
Be
fence in
honest.
the air.
Be honest. Be
See
honest.
you around, Henrik.
Be honest.
I thought he had a really weird farmer's tan, you know?
I think that
Like
now.
a reverse farmer's tan.
Hmm.
That's done.
Why would they color it like that?
I'd better check to see if
And there's no texture either, so it really does just look like skin.
Nope. Ah. It's fine. It's fine.
You
Don't
got
think
it,
about
Em.
it. Don't think
Yeah,
about
don't
it.
think about it.
Yep.
I thought he wasn't wearing a shirt at first. Yup, you got it, Dylan.
that looks right.
Reddit says, do you guys think that Henrik would have a ghost type Pokemon team? And I like that idea.
Mm.
How may I help you?
Hi, I'm
Only
Nancy
lab
Drew,
coat, no
new
shirt,
deputy
Gucci.
curator over at Beach Hill.
Yep.
Oh, you're
Totally
the
lab
new
safe, right, guys?
aspirant in training.
Yeah,
How does
right.
it feel to join the ranks with the modern-day conquistadors?
Modern day conquistadors.
You
Conquistadors?
have to brush up on your history, young lady. When the Spanish explorers invaded
I actually
Mexico,
wish I
they
hadn't
became
been
known as
like
the
so nervous
conquistadors
this
or
morning so I
conquerors.
could have been on
They robbed
comms
the
because
indigenous
I
people
was
of their
going
wealth,
to
not just
lead
their
everyone
gold,
in
but their
saying
artwork.
Tino Balducci whenever
Tino
Nancy says that at the
Balducci.
beginning.
They burned to the ground.
Do you blame
They burnt to the
Joanna and
ground.
modern-day art collectors
But I
for
decided if I was
happened
talking,
long
I
before
wasn't
they
gonna
were
focus on
born?
running.
No bra, no
In the
panties, no
19th century,
undershirt.
archaeologists discovered the ruins of ancient civilizations predating even the Aztecs. Many of the digs
He's got lab coat.
stolen artifacts were sold off to art museums and
But it's
collectors
open, it's
around
not
the
even,
world.
like, buttoned
Today,
up or
finally, it is
anything.
illegal among
Do
more
you think
civilized
that if he
nations to
buttoned up
remove
the
an
lab
artifact from its
coat,
native
it would
country?
be he would be
There are
considered
thousands of
equipped to
precious
work in that
antiquities with
lab?
highly questionable
No.
provenance floating around the Western world.
I
As
see. Well,
someone
I
who
should
is
probably get
in
going.
biolab
Here
right
are the
now,
changes to the loan
no.
agreement for the
As
he
someone-
definitely would.
As someone who knows how Joanna is, yes,
Thank you.
he could show up.
The museum
He could
later,
show
so
up
I will
to work
return the
booty
contract to her
naked,
then,
and
after I
she'd
have
let him
looked it
work.
over.
Are you sure?
I bet
Honestly,
he wears
fair.
slides.
You may
The
consider
slides?
mission
Yeah.
accomplished.
Well, okay
Crocs
then.
with like a
Goodbye.
single one.
Oh my
of
gosh, I'm
those
sorry,
little,
and
like,
Emma. I'm trying to
accessories.
balance audio. I'm sorry.
It's about
I'm
time.
sorry.
I didn't want to hear those commentators.
My poor old carcass.
Didn't want to hear me ramble about Castle Malloy during not Castle Malloy.
The art world is being ransacked, Nancy. Prudence Rutherford, a major patron of the arts, had her fire ruby necklace.
Yandema, make up your mind.
Oh my god,
Do you want to turn
Yandema.
up or not?
Weeks later, a whole display case
Oh my god.
I ain't doing
yes.
nothing until someone says something.
in Mexico.
Because I have been messing
Someone
with it.
other than Yandema tell us about the sound.
I was joking. Oh my gosh, this man. I can't believe that Dude Fax Machine 10 would betray me like this.
Look, Steve, I don't envy you right now. Like, this is what I go through every single time I'm restreaming for the Zelda randomizer community. It's like, Sadie, why are your audio levels like that? And it's like, well, if you pay for me to get new ears, then maybe I can balance better. But until then, just tell me what to fix.
Your bat ears. The stink of trouble.
Is there actually a problem with my audio, or is Yandema?
Oh no, you're perfect.
No, I
You're
think he's
Yandema's
Yandema's
being
thinking
Yandema.
Shane.
Okay, no more flattery. Hey, that's an interesting piece. There by your desk.
Hey, Risque, please drop the lore about Shorty being one of Prudence's 3 ex-husbands.
Hey, yo.
I need to hear this, and also I want to know, who do you all think the other 2 would be if Prudence's husbands are only men we've seen in the Nancy Drew
In the games.
Yeah.
Okay.
Personally, I think she must have had a fling with Tino Balducci, but I'm not sure he was ever a husband.
Also, again,
Dexter Egan gives me Hutch is X.
I'm not gonna scare anyone, but you guys are pretty dang close. Urzep is now talking to Joanna after the robbery, and just ended the robbery, like, cutscene, so...
Woo!
Woohoo! I think... Who did I say
Red.
before?
Henrik is divorced, someone put out. Rescue said Shorty Dave text. Yandema said Casey.
Egan as being one of the exes.
The police took some samples for the crime
Red
lab,
hole.
but they couldn't promise any overnight results.
Country boy fantasy for Prudence. Oh my god,
It's
Rescue.
fine with me.
You know, good for her. Good for her. Big strapping man around the house to feed her grapes or whatever. Good for her.
Need something? Have you seen Henrik?
Have you seen Henrik? What am I? Fish food? Also, yes, unfortunately, the game that has a ton of phone conversations in it is where they started taking away. Even if we turned off character, even if we turned off character voices, which I think is possible, maybe. That's a big maybe. It doesn't help. There's no skipping because there's no animations like for the phone calls. There's nothing. So. They couldn't hold. They couldn't hold off until after this game.
Listen to.
They couldn't hold off until after this
responses.
game. They were like, "No, we have to do it for this game." So, yeah.
Obviously not finger paint. Why don't you do a little analysis on it in the lab? I've got work to do.
Boo-boo.
Semper ubi sub booby.
The lore is that Shorty was using her as a sugar mama. He used all her money to invest in crypto and get rich quick schemes, and then she left him.
Wow.
Scandal.
Dude. The crypto? Big Island Bucks.
Okay, I gotta grab
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my god, yes.
We love our Lord and Savior, Big Island Mike. Shout out Aaron. Shout out Aaron. Shout out Aaron. Shout out.
You know, Big Island Mike seems like the kind of guy who would run a pyramid
Is it
scheme.
Gamers or Damer?
Oh, I think it has an S. I think it has an S, yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
We use Cinnabar here at the museum the same way the Maya did.
Erin is another great community member. She's done a couple speed runs, and she just plays like a lot of variety of stuff. She's a great person to hang out with.
I
She just
speed
has
ran
a really
against
nice-
her last year in the speedathon.
Yep.
Bye.
She plays a variety of games. She was very, very, very good people. Oh. Henrik.
Honestly, like, I'm surprised more people haven't fallen down the stairs. Like,
Amnesia?
and there's no railing.
I know, that's so dangerous.
But
I
how
was
have there not
pushed.
been more accidents?
Yeah, but you'd better get the lowdown from Joanna first. George is right. She is your supervisor after all.
Not the Awa coin. Only Awa and Big Island Bucks. Not the Awa coin. The dollar sign BIB. Oh my god,
Oh
yes.
my god.
It's Franklin Rose. I'm calling because it's just
Oh my god, Tui, go sit down.
bad news for the museum. You can't imagine
What do you?
the limb we
She
Oh
went
said
my,
I'll be
Tui.
his Honey Awa.
It's been one of the museum's
Tui, just go sit down.
No, Tui,
Gail.
take you away
get on a
from
chair.
your
Speak your
You
truth.
can do a
Oh my god.
full investigating. Well, I think I speak for the whole
Look,
Then
I'm
go
gonna
lie down.
very grateful.
Lie down.
Give me a call when you have a chance.
Oh wait, that's probably worse.
This message is for Nancy Drew. Hi, Nancy.
My personal theory is that he went crazy from touching Mr. Milkirk certified. He didn't know where he was and felt. I think it is very heavily implied that he got like dizzy. That he got like dizzy from the
Yeah.
sulfide and that he like fell. Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure it's like imposed like very heavily implied. That was it. It wasn't actually not a push, even though like the girls are like, do you think he was
There's no way
pushed?
it's
Like it
a
wasn't
genuine
actually.
call.
Genuinely, I'm pretty sure it was not a push.
Yeah. And even if it wasn't, like, those stairs are steep, there are no railing. It is not that difficult to imagine someone falling.
Right, exactly.
That is not ADA compliant.
No way.
No.
Or OSHA compliant.
True.
You know, I was actually about to say, I heard everyone talking earlier about the crimes committed in the various Nancy Drew games, but who's going to go through and list all of the OSHA violations in Nancy Drew games?
And how many of them involve Nancy herself?
Is that what I should do for the Nancy Drew Speedathon zine? Is
Oh my
list
God.
OSHA violations? Because I will do it.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's what it says here.
Do you know who placed that order?
Do you know who placed that over?
Was the
JR.
package shipped to the museum?
Oh.
Nope.
Oh.
Looks like the package was picked up here at the warehouse.
Can you remember anything about the person who picked up the package?
Sure can.
I sure can. Guess I must have been at
Did I lunch or something?
Well, thanks for your help.
Wow.
Environment based
this
on how
person's
safe they
really
are.
good at their one job.
Oh my god. Listen, you've worked in retail before, haven't you?
Problem?
I have.
Yeah.
I used to work at Target as one of those presentation planogram people who sets all the aisles.
Oh. Then yeah, you know retail purgatory.
Yeah.
Been
Yeah.
there.
I've taken calls like this.
You give us a call in about 4 months or so when you start to run out.
When you start to run out, okay?
Don't forget to
Keep it real. Yeah, so the phone conversations have started. Calling them to be like, because we have this list on our like thing, and Jen is like, hey, do this stuff, right? So that's how we start off doing stuff in this game.
Pretty
And
much.
then we're like, cool. Start the phone conversations where we gotta call that guy about the shipment, and because of Nurse Bluefit, like, it's like, hey, call the hospital. So Nurse Bluefit is like, hey, get over here. He has amnesia. Can you help him? Because he has no other family.
It's reality orientation.
I do want to know, though, like, out of everyone, why did he even ask for Nancy? Like, we have literally known him less than a day.
Because he doesn't have any family or friends.
He has the other co-workers who have known him longer, at least.
So, how does he
I think everyone else was laid off from the museum.
Yeah, but he'd still remember them better than he would remember Nancy.
I think they said that he had. Yeah, I think they said that he. Henrik kept on saying Nancy's name.
Exactly,
There
but
was
I'm
like a
asking,
reason
like,
why they found out, like they went to
Maybe
her.
it's like a recency bias, you
I
know?
think so too.
Yeah.
He wanted her.
I don't know. I didn't complain though.
Help him remember his work, and who knows where that will take him.
Because he talked to Joanna and realized she's not kind.
As they say, one great tool.
Also, Nancy was the one who found him, so that's probably also possibly contributing as to why he like
Oh yeah, that's
kind of
true.
sort of remembered her and was saying her name. Yeah, right. Short term versus long term. Obviously, also the game itself is like not 100% accurate to like what real amnesia is. So obviously, lots of wiggle room, right? Because he has moments where he like doesn't, and then he's like, this glyph means like this. Like he like does know that, and it's like, wait,
Yeah.
what? Like,
Henrik's brain has been knocked around like a peanut in its shell. He may have attention difficulties, headaches, anxiety. Sometimes he may seem giddy, too. We need to keep these conditions in check. Don't push him too hard, or he may have some kind of meltdown.
Also, the HIPAA violation for this nurse calling her.
You look familiar. Is it time for my snack?
Hi, Henrik. I'm Nancy. We met at Beach Hill before your head injury.
Beach Hill?
Beach Hill is a museum here in Washington, D.C. Before your accident, you were working there on some important Maya glyph translations. Do you remember anything about that project?
I don't even remember my own birthday. So if you're here to squeeze
I love the delivery on that line.
I don't even remember my own birthday.
How, pray tell, do you?
Steve, what's your Henrik impersonation?
hold on.
Isn't this nice?
Oh man. I don't know what's a Henrik line.
Fine, I'll
I
do it.
don't remember.
Also, I do agree. I love that. I don't even remember my own birthday. That's a very good delivery. I don't even remember my own birthday.
I am the author.
I am the original author. You don't agree with the translation?
That first glyph is the fool.
The fool.
Not the magician.
Not the
Though
magician.
Any decent epigrapher knows
Those are pretty good impressions.
The infamous plague of losing hives.
For a fool, don't you think?
You are so good at your impressions.
This note was found at a crime scene. Are you telling me you left it there?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Steve dubs the entire series. When?
Oh, my head.
8%.
Oh, my head. Oh,
I can't take it anymore.
okay. Time for some memory therapy. Can you come back tomorrow? It's a fiasco, just as I feared. Sick of the whole thing.
I see you've spoken with Joanna.
Steve dubs the entire series one. I don't remember.
I know, like, a lot of people hate this game and a lot more people hate this speed run, but I love it just for the iconic dialogue that I'm forced to listen to over and over again while I practice it.
You sound like you're being held captive.
I need a photo of the Pakal carving. Do you have one?
Joanna took the official print for her insurance claim, but I have a couple extras.
And what is your favorite speedrun to do?
My favorite run is Clock.
Clock is fun.
Look who it is.
Look who it is.
Some memory work, Henrik?
I even brought you a picture.
This will help you to
This will help you to remember.
He's as familiar as my own feet.
Do you know his
As my own feet.
Carl.
Call Nancy.
This is the stolen carving, isn't it?
Isn't it?
And I'm the one who took it.
I'm the one who took it.
I must have.
But why?
Oh, Pakal.
What is the speedrun that has like the most talking that you have to do? Because this one has a lot.
This one is.
According to the ratio, probably like Secrets Can Kill, honestly.
Did you plan to sell the Pakal on the
Oh,
Ratio.
But in total, I don't know.
I would say this one is definitely a strong contender.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
But if we're just talking like how much of the game itself is talking, I would also offer up Secrets Can Kill.
Perhaps the only thing I can offer you is this key.
Remastered.
It was found in one of my pockets when I was brought in.
Maybe that key goes to the lock where you hid the
Where you hit the
I
alcohol.
haven't a clue.
I haven't
Take
a
the key
clue.
now, Nancy. Find
Or at
out
least
where it
it's the one with the
opens
most
and return to
unskippable
me,
dialogue, like the most
please,
time
with
spent on
some
dialogue
Mhm.
has
Shame
that.
on me, Henrik.
In the meantime, I'll sit with my friend.
Yeah, I do think that's
see if he
something
will tell me
I
anything
love
new.
about the
Must
ice
keep
run
this to
is
yourself for
I
now.
love
It's your
getting to
only
use
hope
that
of getting to
task
the
list to
bottom of
skip
this.
dialogue. That is so
Yeah.
good.
Best.
I remember when I did that run, we thought we could only use the task list for a few lines. And it wasn't like every single line.
Yeah, I did some experimenting, and the only lines that seems you can't skip are you can't skip anytime Nancy mentions being cold. Like whenever she goes from being outside to inside, you can't skip that. And you can't skip the pillar, and you can't skip some of the dialogue with Yanni at the end. And at the beginning. But other than that, like, yeah, pretty much everything else in there. I was stunned whenever Ursa was like, oh yeah, you can skip all of the dialogue whenever you're buried under the snow and Isis is digging you out. And it's like, what do you mean I can skip
I
that?
need to know
Yeah.
the swaddle word for snake. Can you help me?
What do you need that word for?
I'd rather not say.
It's crazy how many
Now, if
little
only
tricks
I
like
could
that there
remember
are
the
in the
word for
games.
snake. I hear you have
And there's
made a
always like
great
more
help
being
to
found,
Henrik.
which is so
I
cool.
wonder if you can help me improve my memory too.
What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
it's been really exciting
I'm almost certain
realizing
that they call in its document
how
protocol
much,
covering
like
of
just seeing
Falsified.
how much these
I have
games
asked
kind of
Joanna
get
to see the
broken
documents,
apart.
but she
Because I've
affirmed
only
Mhm.
been
if
like
you
here
can find
in
that
this
file in
fandom
your
for like
office
the
and bring
last
it to me,
year. I've been
I
lifelong
think
like
it might
Nancy
help
Drew
my
fan, but I
memory
haven't
of
been
your
a
particular
speedrunner.
First, you tell me you were
And it's been
unconcerned about
incredible
the
just
rest of
in the
the
last
archiving,
year
and
seeing
now you
the
have an urgent
progress
need to
that
see
has
the
been made in
progress
some of these
documents?
runs.
Is it just me,
Oh yeah.
or is this a little
It's huge.
suspicious?
If I can
Pius,
confirm that
actually
the
the
Covenant
Midnight in
documents are
Salem
flawed,
speedrun
you
is
will be
very
advised.
short.
Make
It's
a
only like
step to
30
agree to
minutes.
repatriation of the artwork whenever and wherever it
Because a
resurfaces.
lot of it is literally just dialogue and you can skip it.
Guanajuato's
So
coming back to me already. Do you know what Siwapili means? Princess or lady. Now, if only I could remember the word for snake.
Do you know what cinnabar is?
The red powder that the Maya used? Sure, I know it. They use it at Beach Hill too, do they not?
Cinnabar was used to make the red handprint that was left at the scene of the Pakal theft.
What is your point?
I think Joanna may have been less than truthful
because
with
Pius,
me.
it
Have you
takes
caught up
a
with
very
this?
long time to
Jump
play
to
it
conclusions.
Of
if you're
course.
playing it
Sister Joanna
legitimately.
couldn't possibly
But
be
if you're
asleep now, could
speedrunning
she?
it, you can literally
Get
just
back to
skip
the museum.
90%
Yes, you should.
of everything.
Alright, now to do the worst navigation in the game, and it just doesn't seem like it should be when you're looking at it, but I promise it is. Because it's essentially nonsensical in terms of how you have to move. And that was smooth, and I'm happy about that.
Woo!
And I forget where I'm going. That wasn't great, but that's okay.
Hello, Nancy. You have a special
Give it up for
delivery
both
me, I hope?
M and Ursa. It's still tight.
Yeah, you guys are
Good
doing
work,
great.
my friend. I suppose you would like something.
Chelsea, if you're curious to see the newest speed run for Midnight Salem and Seven Keys, I do believe they were both in the speedathon last year. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if they were, then you can find them on YouTube. You can also just like go onto speedrun.com and I think the leaderboard is set up and you should be able to just watch the VOD there. Here, let me see if I can. Yes. So if you go to speedrun.com/nd_mid, there are the runs. And the world record is by Gemstone, 23 minutes, 53 seconds.
Wow.
So yeah, very short run. And for T, doesn't actually look like it's uploaded.
This is Nancy.
Even though I know that it was on there.
Please.
Just a minute, please.
Nancy, hello.
I'm pretty sure anyway.
Do you have any news?
I need to contact a woman named Prudence Rutherford. I noticed she's on the board of the Topeka Commission for the Arts, and that they've donated money to Beach Hill. Any idea how I might...
So yeah, if someone wants to brave Midnight in Salem's jankiness, it is only a short run. But the whole reason why we didn't have it in this relay is because nobody wanted it at all.
You judged a mime competition?
And 7Ts only had one person sign up for it, and it was their number 10. So we just decided to do away with it entirely.
Yes, here we go. Got a pen?
Yeah, I'm really hoping this is the year that I can finish the rest of my vanilla Nancy playthroughs, including mid and key, just round everything out so I can finally look at some of these other speed runs.
Yeah. Which ones have you not played?
I have like I think 10 that are sitting on my playlist. The plan is my wife has agreed that we will play Alibi and Ashes next because we caught a little bit of the speed run yesterday. And she really enjoyed watching the intro sequence and thought it looked really fun watching some of the navigation, the character switching. So we might start that tomorrow if she feels up to it. Kelsey, a vanilla playthrough is just a casual playthrough. I like to play it blind so I don't look up any kind of guide. And I try not to watch like any speed runs or stuff before I go in.
Yeah, I just call them casual playthroughs.
Yeah.
What have you remembered?
I've been working like a fiend. Look at the board. This has something to do with the plot at the museum, Nancy.
Yeah, 70s is kind of laggy if you don't have a good enough computer.
The Whisperer came from
I had some trouble with it.
Royal Scribes. I can't seem to remember her name, but I do recall that she wrote an account of Maya history that greatly angered Pakal because of the way it depicted his ascent to the throne.
How did Pakal wish to be depicted?
From the age of 12, when he came to the throne, Pakal claimed
Do you play 70s on point and click or the new way?
King of the Maya.
I play 70s entirely point and click, except for when I am in the cafe. Because the cafe is basically impossible to navigate point and click style, and it's a small enough area that I won't get too motion sick.
Does this mean that the monolith is hollow inside and full of bones?
That's the idea.
Does anyone else know about this?
Good question. I'm certain that there's a dirty rat trying to get into that tomb. This is where my memory fizzles out. If I could only figure out why I took the Pakal.
Do you think there is anyone I can trust?
Please don't.
Yeah, a lot of people, I think, had trouble with the toffee puzzle because it just wouldn't show up.
I still need the Pakal though.
And I really did not like the toffee puzzle like most people because it was such a pain. I am not someone who drinks toffee at all. The smell alone often makes me nauseous. So going into it, I had no idea what any of the terms meant. I don't know what a latte is. I don't know what espresso or doble is. And so it was like completely starting over from scratch. And I really did not like flipping through the book to find everything. I thought it was very, very annoying and clunky.
Alright, time for Phonapalooza.
Even more Phonapalooza.
This is the real Phonapalooza. This is literally 10 solid minutes of phone calls.
I'm a detective
Oh, fun.
investigating a similar
I was about to say, I
crime
was
in
sitting here and it's like,
Washington,
wait, didn't we just do Phonapalooza?
This one's worse.
I'm calling from the Beach Hill Museum in Washington, D.C. I understand you had some rare Maya artifacts stolen recently.
That's right. It's a terrible loss, and the police here have no leads.
Beach Hill was robbed too. We lost.
Yeah, the Steam art was very difficult.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
I'm wondering if the robberies are connected.
One trick that I found out for the foam art was to hold it down and make it really, really big as you can get it. And then you can basically draw all over the whole thing. Because even if the drawing size is bigger than the actual line, it won't overfill as long as you keep your mouse within the line and it doesn't, like, it won't go outside the line, basically. So that's a trick you can do to make it significantly less painful.
So I can take a look at the glyph?
I'm afraid I sent our only print off to the insurance company. They said they'd return it, but who knows when our claim will be processed. I'm sorry.
I've just got to get my hands on a replica of that jade carving you lost. Do you have any ideas?
Not off the top of my head, but maybe one of my staff will have a bright idea. I need some time to ask around. Can you call back later?
Sure thing.
Feel free to call if you have any more questions.
So if you cut out both of the Phonapaloozas in this game, how long would you say they are? How long would you say Scarlet Hand would take?
Half hour.
Really?
Chaco Canyon Cultural Center.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew calling.
Hi, Nancy. It's Sheila.
Maybe a little more than that, maybe like 35 minutes, but like a lot less.
The original box that the carving was packed in. The piece was encased in a tight foam cast to prevent damage during shipping. I'm not sure how much good it'll do you, but I can send it to you if you like.
Chad is currently talking about the Sabrina Carpenter espresso song.
So I know what to do. I'll send it express.
Thanks a million, Sheila.
Good luck with your investigation.
Wow.
Wow. Gandema says that he did a run with Fast Convo and Scarlet Hand and got a 26-minute something.
Artifact that was bought at auction in 1898.
That's
by
crazy.
One Henry Albert Daddle. Does that
Wild.
Sure. Henry Albert Daddle Sr. was my great-grandfather.
And that's Gandema too, so.
Talking about the jade carving, right?
Yes, exactly.
Probably like 30 minutes on average.
Well, it's a lucky life if you ask me. So what can I do for you?
I'm investigating a recent rash of thefts around the country involving similar Maya artifacts. Any information you could give me about the one your great-grandfather bought would be very helpful.
I see. Well, I was the last to inherit the carving. But
Gandema says it was 28 minutes, 45 seconds.
I'm sure she's
very short run.
Why don't you give her a call on her line? It's 555-3197.
Will do. Thanks, Mr. Daddle.
My pleasure.
Yeah, let's give a round of applause to our runners. They've been in lockstep this entire way, and we're, what, maybe 10 minutes from the end?
More than that.
Oh, is this 6?
I wasn't sure when we started.
53197?
Yeah, but no one calls me Penelope anymore. Except my parents, that is. To my friends, the art world, and anyone else who made it out of the 20th century, I'm Poppy.
Yeah, you guys are both very close, and you're keeping up with Ursap.
Ta-da! Ping ping! You win! Who's this?
Ping ping! You win!
Drew. I'm a detective.
A detective? No way! So do you get to wear
No
a
way.
and pick off dead bodies and gross, creepy stuff like that?
I don't run into too many dead bodies, luckily. But there's plenty of other creepy stuff.
So, where'd you get my name? Don't tell me I'm
I don't know if you can hear my cat, but he decided he wants to be part of the fun.
Yay!
Everyone say hi to Meatball.
Hi, Meatball.
Don't tell me he's wanted by the FBI. I'll be so jealous.
Everyone say hello, Meatball.
No FBI in on this case.
Yes, chat, that includes you. I'm not seeing any high meatballs.
Someone is stealing Maya antiquities, jade carvings to be exact, and leaving this scary red ham.
There come in the high
There you
meatballs.
go. Chewie says meatball is such a good name for a cat.
Whom? And what is this thief really after? It's more than money, I'm sure of it.
We had a cat once named Pork Chop. That was
Meatball.
I got a tip.
Aw.
Pork chop is a
Great-great-grandfather by
fabulous name for a cat.
yeah, it's because he tried to steal a pork chop as a kitten.
You mean that ancient green rock with the weird
It
I find
literally was
so-
the size he was.
polish on
Oh
it
my
and
god.
stuck it in one of my paintings?
Poppy.
I find it so funny how people give dogs like normal names and then cats just get names like meatball.
Well, I'm
Oh yeah, cat owners are unhinged.
And then it's also like dog owners will go through months of screening to get a dog, and cat owners are like, I found him in the garbage.
about sending my work into the world and seeing how it continues.
It is such a crime that does Nancy like I hear that in the most recent game, no spoilers, but Nancy gets to see a cat. But are there
Yes.
any other Nancy Drew games where Nancy actually like sees and interacts with a cat? Because obviously Waverly Academy has like the black cat thing, but she never sees the freaking cat.
Do you count Suki?
Suki, I do count Suki. I used to have a cat who looked like Suki.
Why don't you ask
Me
him?
too.
Tell him you want to see the piece called Deadly Midnight.
Yes, exactly, but we have a cat distribution system, but not a dog distribution system.
But I didn't notice any jade carving.
Well, take a closer look there, sweets. It's in there. If you really think the carving
Maddie says in Thanksgiving 2020, her and her husband stayed home and cooked a turkey breast.
After all, this is a
Her Tutsi husband's plate and ran away with a piece of turkey.
Oh yeah, yeah. My parents always just kind of assume that's going to happen. So whenever my mom orders McDonald's, she actually orders patties at like extra patties
I love
specifically
that.
so she can feed them to the cats. So they leave her alone and let her eat.
You know what? Good priorities.
Look, you do what you gotta do to keep the cats entertained. Because they're going to get fed. It's just whether or not you let them get fed.
But let's keep Taylor out of this.
I will never forget this one time at the very beginning of the pandemic. I was at Costco. And this was during the time when everyone was buying toilet paper for some reason.
Oh yeah.
And this guy like comes out with a big cart full of nothing but cat litter and cat food.
Yes, hello.
It was like stocked to the brim with nothing but cat stuff. And I remember thinking, you know what? This guy has got the right priorities. He knows what's up.
Oh yeah, he knows who he's got to be taken care of. He can use
There
any
was-
random paper to wipe his butt, but that cat's got to have its litter.
Exactly.
I'm sorry to
There was no human food, there was no toilet paper, there was no hand sanitizer or any of that stuff. There was just cat food and cat litter.
Gone, stranded, orphaned, and in the hands of some dirty stranger makes my blood boil.
Was the necklace a gift?
I inherited it from my mother-in-law. But you see, the necklace means much more to me than just a handful of priceless rubies.
Absolutely, guys.
In what way?
That guy probably grabbed a bidet.
Exquisite jade carving as the centerpiece. A genuine artifact of the ancient Maya.
He seemed like the kind of guy who would like use a glitter box if it meant taking care of his cats.
When I was just a little girl.
What does the
Well, you know,
And
so sometimes the best way to learn is to see someone else do it.
Exactly.
But most epigraphers have agreed.
You know, some cats are dumb. Some people have orange cats.
The color green.
Well, yeah.
And the direction south. It's terribly fascinating.
My neighbor's cat is orange, and he's an outdoors cat, right? So he'll literally take control of the entire neighborhood and be fed by every house on the block.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm across the street, right? So he goes to my house the most. And if we don't do what he wants, he will bite us and he will hold on. Like, he will literally bite onto our pant leg or whatever and clap down and drag us to wherever he wants to go. If we're not feeding him, he will grab hold of our leg and drag us to the kitchen and go, feed me, or else.
That is hilarious.
And if he wants to leave and we're not opening the door fast enough, he will drag us to the door.
Perfect. Let me give you the address.
My secretary will have the
I
address
love
of the
him, though.
museum. Now, if that is all you
And
require,
Ursa is the
young lady,
freed
I will
from
need
the
to
phone
attend to
calls.
other pressing matters.
Thanks a million, Miss Rutherford. I won't let you down.
Call me
And
Prudy.
M is going to
Oh,
be
and Nancy,
right behind.
when you find the villains who did this to me, do me a favor and give them a sound thrashing.
Is it bowl time?
Sure will. Goodbye.
And M's free. Hooray!
News?
No.
I'd better get going.
Not correct.
Thanks for stopping by.
Talk
May I
faster.
take a
There we go.
closer look at that wacky Dada painting?
Be my guest. I just had a call from Poppy this morning. She says she's in a really creative period right now. I said, please, sweetie, if you get any more creative, they're going to lock you up.
Pardon me a moment, Nancy. I'll be right back. I hope.
I should put in my temple key card.
So what is worse in this game? Bull or Phonapalooza?
Both differently. But also, I rat out Bull, so not really that. The worst thing for me is the maze.
Ursa says phone.
That's fair.
I feel like if you don't use rad, then bull would be worse.
Yes, I would probably agree with that.
Yeah, that's the thing with like long sections of dialogue, because I've noticed myself doing this whenever I'm running Twister. Is that at a certain point I kind of start to tone them out, and because of that, I will miss when my trigger is for my next dialogue line. Because I just get so bored of listening to them talk.
Right, that was a good maze.
Woo!
So, happy with that. Like, not the best maze ever, but pretty good.
And yes, Sapphire, you can message me on Discord if you want. I honestly think that if I ever run Scarlet Hen, I would have to figure out run as Date because I do not want to deal with Bull in the slightest.
That is entirely reasonable.
Yeah, I've really meant to learn run as Date for my Finn runs, because I know that you can do that to standardize the code on the gate. But that's just too many steps. I'll get there eventually.
I mean, like, I put off learning how to do the splits for years and only figured them out this year.
Oh yeah, I'm very much the same way where I'm not splitting my stuff yet. It's like I'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm just impressed I can finish any speed run. I wanted to be very quiet there to make sure M could count.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I've been there. During my daily device run, I absolutely have to escape the vents by just going like forward, left, forward, right.
Oh yeah, I was muted for my ice run, but anytime that I come up on a code or especially whenever I'm doing the commands for ISIS, as I'm walking to the cabin, I'll just sit here going like, okay, forward, left, paw, forward, jump, paw, forward, right, forward, jump, left paw.
Nancy, it's Joanna. The police are done giving me the 3rd degree, but
Yeah, exactly. There's some places where it's like, no, I have to speak here, even if it's just to myself.
Yeah, and that's part of why I've started singing during the fishing, because otherwise I also start to fall asleep during the fishing.
Honestly, that's so real.
Alright, so there's a fun glitch there. I'm guessing Ursa used it. I'm not using it because if I made a mistake earlier, it could kill my run. So I'm not using it.
What is it?
The phone glitch. To glitch yourself back to the hotel instead of running back.
Oh.
It saves like 5 seconds tops. It's not worth it to me. At least for this. When I do runs myself, I use it.
How does that happen?
I don't know. Basically, there's a phone number that you can call that will send you from the lab to the hotel, which is important because some phone calls you can only make from certain places.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure exactly why it works that way.
Sapphire, I was just talking earlier this morning how much I hate that slider puzzle.
Anyway, about Beach Hill.
I think I know what you're going to say, Nancy.
Because I played Thornton Hall on Senior, because I always play games on Senior the first time I play them. And I think I spent 3 hours because I kept just messing up that slider puzzle.
On senior mode, is it a 4x4?
It is a 4x4.
That's right.
It's a 4x4 and it's really hard, or it was really hard for me to like visualize what pieces went where. So I would get something in place and realize it wasn't the piece that needed to go there. And I
Yeah.
did that 3 or 4 times.
I've spoken to the rest of the board and we've agreed that the best thing is to put you in charge.
What do you want me to do?
We're counting on you to
I can't even imagine doing it on just a 4x4 because there's more pieces in the middle that don't go anywhere.
Oh yeah. And that's what's really tricky is that whenever you're doing like 3x3, you only have one piece that's not going to be connected to the edges that you have to worry about. But in a 4x4, you have 4.
So let me ask you something because I've never played that game on senior, so I don't know. Does it matter where those 4 middle pieces go?
Yes. Yes, it does.
How? How do you tell?
You have and that was part of the trial and error was having to put something in place that kind of looked correct, but then realizing that there were no pieces that would attach to it. So I think what I eventually wound up doing was I like drew the pieces and I think I did a little bit of like physically cutting some of them out and like moving some of them in my free time so that I could figure out what was supposed to go where. And then came back to the puzzle like 24 hours later.
So how do you figure out those middle pieces? Where do they go? Do they connect somehow to the other one?
Yes. So there'll be because if I remember correctly, every single edge kind of has some kind of iconography that connects up to the others. So if
Mm,
you can get the ones that are around the edges, or if you can get certain ones around the edges, then you can build in towards the middle.
gotcha.
And yeah, Chad, if you ever want to see blind senior playthroughs, that's all I do the first time I play Nancy games, and I've got like 10 to go through.
Also, Urzapon had to go back and get the piece from the poppy painting. And this just became a very close race because of that.
Oh,
you guys
but
are
just
on the
focus
same
in,
puzzle
just
right
focus.
now. This is going to be a very, very close finish.
Now I have the key.
Yeah,
And we might win?
We're
This
not
is
gonna freak him out. We're
don't say
not gonna freak
anything.
him out.
This
Please don't
is
freak him out.
yeah, let's not.
Yeah.
I-
Although I will tell Chad because this is a funny story. M did message me this morning to very sweetly encourage me about ice. And M said, Sadie, what if you got God tier RNG on Fox and Geese and beat Ursa? And I had to go back to M later and be like, so, M, about that God tier RNG. So,
Sometimes
yes,
you never know what happens in a speed run. You never know.
you never know.
And sometimes it's really just something small that didn't even go wrong. Like the Secrets Can Kill race yesterday.
Who's your friend?
Friend
And it
Nancy.
really just came down to the goodbye conversation.
Who'd you expect? The Tooth
Also,
Fairy?
JCat, are you good
like
for
someone forgot her
getting
beauty
our
cream.
Team 1 run
I
for the
guess we
next
can't
game?
all age gracefully.
Yeah, let me grab them.
Perfect. Awesome. Perfect. 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 Perfect.
You've been a top-notch assistant, Nancy.
Okay,
but
who
I'm afraid you're
is
just not
going
going to
next?
make it in the art world.
Emily and Celeb for Dog.
Oh, that's right. That's the video.
Yep.
Okay, let me pull her up.
Belong
Is
to
that
Mexico.
Dog or Dan?
Dog.
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 Okay.
Realizes this thing has any contents.
Can I just say I love how the Clue Crew has their own language and we speak
We know. We know.
the abbreviation.
This
Yeah,
is...
it's taken me a while to get there, but I think I'm finally getting it.
Dude. I sound like I'm choking. I'm not, I promise.
I know.
I promise I'm not dying. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude.
Chad, I need you all to really hype up this
Oh my
finish.
god, it's so close.
And yeah, oh my gosh.
Sour soup of his own miscalculation.
From deep in the recesses of time, a wise
Is that like a second or two apart?
This is...
it has to be.
That is basically a second
This is
apart.
literally... Dude. Dude. Are you kidding me?
It's like...
Chat is popping off, and that's all I'm gonna say, y'all.
54 and 55. Yup. Seconds. Yup.
M!
Awesome.
Everyone clap.
M, you won by 1 second.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do this even better, is that I actually kind of messed up the timing at the beginning, which means that technically M won by about 4 seconds.
Whoa, what?
Just so you guys are aware.
Wow.
Technically.
GG. Oh my gosh. That was so close.
Yay, good job.
GG's to both y'all.
Wow, that was awesome. Wow, dude, that was insane. Awesome. All right, getting Celeb in here and Gooba and Jetpack. Perfect.
Let me stream mine.
Urzep, you are free to go. Thank you, Jay.
Oh wait, I need to change my username, my nickname.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hang on. Team 1, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to pop out GG's M and Ursa.
Dude, G.
Okay, can you see this?
Thank you. Oh my
Yeah.
god. All right, I'm out as well. Thank you all. This was fun.
Thank you, guys.
See you in 2 games.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and go.
So
I would start playing. You're gonna go to when she starts it. And I'll just you can start playing it. And I'll just.
Okay, I have it to the point where she's about to hit it.
Hold on. Sorry. Celeb, go ahead and share. There we go. Okay. JCat, you are good whenever.
Yeah.
Yep, you're good.
And Joe.
Okay, 13. And Celeb, you're good whenever.
Emily did
You're good to go.
have a prior thing to do, so she ended up having to pre-record her game, which is why I'm live with it.
Celeb, you're good to go.
this
Sorry.
is not.
You're good to go whenever. Okay, there we go. Okay, 40.
Do you want me
okay.
to pause the video?
Nope, no, we're good. We're good. We are good.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Awesome.
How's it going?
It's going fantastic. You know, my favorite part about the start of this is you get to skip a letter to Ned, and
Oh
I
my
just,
God.
I love that.
Let me do all my rearranging here.
I'm gonna pull up the Twitch stream on my tablet so I can watch what's going on. Because obviously I can't on my computer.
Yeah, I'm team everybody but Ned.
Oh my God. And then so. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, as somebody who does not speedrun, thank you guys so much for allowing me in here to chat about Nancy. Love that for me.
Yeah.
Welcome in.
I hear you guys. Yeah, thank you. I hear you guys say things like you're learning to do splits. I'm like, yes, go off. We love flexibility. But I don't think that's what you mean. So love that.
Steve, you put down Gooba on the stream, not Jetpack.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
That's fine. Yeah.
Everyone gets
I
it
knew I was
mixed
gonna
up.
mess it up. I knew it. I knew I should have gone with my intuition and been like, no, that's not the right person.
We're basically the same person. It's fine.
Yeah. Sad. There's a whole vocabulary of speed running.
There really is. There is.
Dude, we got Jetpack and JCat. We got the J's.
Ooh, JT.
But yeah, so like JCat kind of said, M was supposed to be running this, but she had stuff that she had to do, but she was like, hey, I can go ahead and pre-record my runs and send them to you guys. So
yeah,
JCat is basically playing. It's not one of us playing. It's not like we're not trying to pull the wool over anyone's eyes. It's actually Emily playing.
That's so smart though. Like I would have panicked and just cried and said, okay, well, that's it.
And we'll also see it.
We'll initially did the. Sorry, you go.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna say that. Same thing's gonna happen tomorrow. For Danger by Design, that was the other one that she was running. So we will also.
No, her other. Wait. Yeah, no. Danger by Design is late tomorrow. I was getting it mixed up with a different game. I don't know, man.
Actually, wait. Let me, actually have the game. There we go. Let's have the game audio, guys. Right? Let's have the game audio, right? Right? That's fun. That's good, right? Having game audio, that's kind of nice, right? That's kind of nice to have, the game audio for the game.
I mean, if you feel like it. Only if you feel like it. Yeah. Gooba actually asked me, like, hey, do you think you could just, you know these games well. Do you think you could speedrun one, like, just off the bat? I'm like, no way. The amount of studying and, like, the whole, like, maps you guys do, I don't know. It seems like magic to me.
I mean...
Well, we have routes for everything.
I mean, that's hard enough. I can't follow instructions, okay?
No, well, put it this way. I feel like... I mean, there's certain runs are definitely easier than others, generally, I
yeah.
feel like for this series as a whole, it's very easy to learn, hard to master, in my opinion. It's
Okay.
very easy to get
I
into the
agree
games, I
with
feel
that.
like. There's a learning curve for getting up there, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Jem said, Runner's
There's
Date
a
is
reason
magic.
why the top 3
Like,
are, like, the top 3.
like most of us are not memorizing the runs. Like,
No.
we're not. I
You've
have
heard
a
it
We
here
might
couple.
first,
memorize
guys.
parts of
I
them,
have a
but not
couple
all of
puzzle
it.
solutions memorized, not all of them. I have cheat
Yeah,
sheets.
exactly.
I have detailed notes. Like,
The magic has been shattered. You heard it. It's
I know the
all.
illusion, guys. Sorry.
Yep.
Oh,
You're
Celeb is
doing
still having
great.
lag.
What is that?
Just fine. It's tied up, but the guy who put it in for me said it should run just fine.
Yeah. Fun fact.
There we go.
Unlike this old wrinkly man, a red knot is a very cute bird. So
Just get in it and go. Go anywhere. Just
super fun.
He's looking for Strixveria, a barred owl.
Oop, there
Uh-oh,
you go.
Celeb, you good?
You're good. Keep going, my man.
Okay.
You're all good.
Alright. Was that your end, Steve, or?
No, it was him, but I think it's because he was worried about the lag.
Oh.
But you're all good. Don't worry about it.
Nothing happened. Everything's fine.
Did you say dogs?
Did you say? Once again,
What?
raise your hand in chat if this opening sequence genuinely startled you as a kid. Maybe not scarred you for life, but genuinely startled you. And also, Red Knot's "Ooh" was way too scary because it was ridiculous, bro. I'm sorry. As a kid, this opening is ridiculous.
It's
Yeah.
far too scary for a kid's game. Like as a child, I was terrified.
Oh, no, please. I'm not selling anything. Believe me. Is this Vivian Whitmore?
I vividly remember playing it with my little brother, and we heard like the spooky noises and immediately ran upstairs. Like, no way. We're not doing this.
Yeah, this one is a
That used to scare me so much as a
yeah.
kid.
Like when you back out and he's like, "Oh," it's like, dude, that's it. It's like, yep. It's like, yep, it's over. Yep, we're gonna die. Yep, there's a ghost. Yep. See you guys. I'll see you guys. Oh, you're older than I am. But as you guys will see in just a second here on Emily's run, we're getting the ghost. Also, the fact that the dogs howl while you're in the middle of the conversation totally spooked me too. It's like,
I
Yeah.
know.
you think you're
It's like,
safe,
am I
and it's
going to
like,
make
and
it?
they're like, "Ooh." It's like,
Sprinting back inside.
yes, running back inside. The creak bang. Okay, so the house is being attacked. Nancy's just like, this is not good. Ah, whoa.
Yeah, no.
She's just like, eh.
Underreacting.
Yeah. Like, I know that she's a grown woman, but bro, if this happened to me in real life, I think I would have a panic attack. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
I'd
Like
be
the way, yeah, the art like shakes on the wall, the doorknob turns, it'd be over.
And you hear the power flickering.
Yup.
Nope.
Did this speakeasy
It's terrifying.
I would call Sally and I'd be like, you turn around right now. I don't care where you are, what you're doing, come get me.
But
And bring a
yeah.
chainsaw.
As a kid, what like we would do is like run upstairs and go to bed as soon as possible to like end it, right?
Exactly.
In this game,
Right.
you grab the flashlight. The tense music is you're gonna hear it once Celeb gets to it. This tense, scary music is still playing. You grab the flashlight. Nancy goes outside and is like, "It's so bright. I don't even need my flashlight." The dogs are nowhere to be seen, and we go and talk to this man.
No.
Sitting and looking at birds after our house has been attacked by what we think to be 4 ghost dogs. We're just like, la 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 la, gonna run out into the woods, talk to this white man wearing camo,
Yeah.
talking
What
to this
could possibly
this
go
floating
wrong?
head.
So many bad decisions were made to get us to a point where we're in a tree in the middle of nowhere talking to a man.
What is that?
Okay, we are getting the goofy music right here with Celeb with the woo, like this is goofy level. This is goofy music. We're getting the goofy, like, whimsical music. Something's out there.
What you've done.
Like, we're getting the chill, goofy, like, funny day music, and then it goes sour real quick when we talk to Red for a bit, and the ghost dogs start yowling.
Doing out here?
Birds. I'm trying to look for birds. What are you doing?
This is the
My
goofy.
name is Nancy Drew. Didn't you hear all those strange noises?
A white man in camo, exactly.
And doing a pretty good job of it too, till you
I love that he's mixing plaid and camo. It's really a look.
Also, Rachel, I'm very sorry that this game scared you from dogs. Like, I was always like, that makes me very, very sad.
But you know, the last time I saw her, she wasn't doing so good.
I was never afraid of dogs.
Yeah, luckily I never was afraid.
The dogs of Mickey Malone.
The dogs of Mickey Malone.
Legend goes that when
I grew up during the very peak of the whole animals era. So, you know, like Octonauts and Wildcrats and all of that stuff.
Okay. Yep.
You know, like I had leopard print leggings, I had the animals on my shirts as a kid. No one from my generation came out of it with fears of a lot of animals. And especially not from like the more domestic animals. I guess.
Yeah.
Just like it was everywhere when I was growing up, and I didn't realize that until I was older and looking back. It's like, dang, we had a lot of animal stuff going on.
Yeah, I feel like rainbow cheetah. That was the big one.
Oh my god. Yup. Only got over my fear of dogs in the last few years or so. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad that you have.
Good for you.
Yes, we love that.
Do you live close by?
I just come to Moon Lake in the
Double
spring
red?
to look for birds.
Oh.
I think this is the part where the dogs come in?
And I've got a
Question
little
mark?
outboard down there on the lake. Left my car at the big dock up lake.
Yep.
Don't really need it.
Like, hearing this, like, me and my sister were like, are you serious? Like, we were
Yes.
like, dude.
So scary.
Like in early 2000s kids lingo, like, we're cooked.
Yeah, for me, Message in a Haunted Mansion was my first Nancy Drew, and that's pretty scary. But I feel like a lot of the hauntings you can overlook.
Yes, it's a lot
so
of
it's not
subtle.
s-
There is a lot
Yeah,
of subtlety
yeah.
in it. The shadows moving, the women crying in the hallway.
I feel like in a
Absolutely.
way, it almost makes it worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
know
see
exactly
that.
what you mean.
Like, you're gaslighting yourself into thinking, did something actually happen here? What's
Oh,
going on
that's
here?
true. Yeah, I didn't think of it like that.
Alright guys, so the dog is attacking the house, right? And
Yep.
and Celeb is gonna, one, look at the sandpaper things, look at the dog things so that we know we need sandpaper. Spooky music's playing, right?
I
Dun.
haven't heard anything, but
Oh,
because I'm in the voice chat, but that's a whole nother thing. I don't think anything's wrong with the stream. It's just I'm not listening to the game.
Yeah, no. And it's so bright, I won't need my flashlight. And then it's just like,
That's wild.
chirp, 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 with the peepers going chirp, chirp, chirp.
Risque. It was extremely, extremely close. M1 by a second. Literally a second.
Really? Are they rare?
Something tells me they're gonna be with you around.
With you
So
around.
You didn't come up here to chit chat.
Scarlet Hen was very, very close.
It was extremely close.
Yes.
The more people there are in a forest,
One of the worst parts about this game is you can pet exactly 0 dogs. So, 0 out of 10 game.
not a decent grocery
Fortunately.
restaurant or motel for miles.
don't happen to have any spare spark plugs lying around, do you?
What's a pretty young lady like you know about spark plugs?
I'm a very curious person, Mr. Knott. I like to know things.
When you finish Scarlet Hen and you know who the culprit is, you can go back and watch the VOD.
You mean you have a spark plug I could buy?
Well, just so happens I've got 2 spark plugs right. Question is, if I give you one, what do I get for it? I don't need cash, but maybe you could take
Can you ever pet dogs in game? No, but in Key you can pet a cat.
What would you like me to take pictures of?
You can pet Ranger Acres' dog, right?
Pictures of for Pepsob.
Oh, do they count that as petting?
Preservation and study.
Do we count that?
Kind of.
I don't know if you actually get to pet the dog. I'm not 100% sure. I'm like,
Yeah, I feel like
the dog just kind of like lifts his head.
Yeah, it feels like Nancy just gets real close.
Yeah.
In kind of an awkward way.
I always thought that implied like she did pet the dog.
Get you out of my hair, anything?
I guess it kind of depends on how you look at it.
One more thing.
I thought you were gonna say you could pet Ranger Acres. Oh my god.
These woods may not look it, but they're tinder dry.
Who's the most pettable character in this game, chat?
Habitat on the East Coast will go up in smoke, so watch what you do.
Don't know.
Because if anything like that happens, I won't be looking for birds anymore.
I'll be looking for you.
Watch yourself out.
Watch yourself out there.
Watch yourself out there. Yes, Rennie, it's been very close. All day and yesterday's been pretty close.
Got some real professionals here.
Oh yeah.
Love to see it. Celebs gotta have some torque.
Celeb is headed off to M's. Hey there. Welcome, I'm Emily. Welcome to M's Ballroom. I'm Emily Griffin.
I'm Emily Griffin. My name's Nancy Drew. I'm staying.
Now what are you doing out in an old dump like that?
Now what's she doing inviting guests out
Perfect.
to that old dump?
No
Old
notes.
dump.
It turns out I'm there by myself. The dog scared her off.
I told her, I said, Sally, that whole house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we thought they were all fine and rest in peace.
When was the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every
Amazing.
time somebody buys the place.
Awesome.
So the last
Just give me the Grammy. That's how this works, right? Grammys, right? I don't remember. I don't remember genuinely. Oscar, is it Oscar? I think it might be Oscar actually.
There's Grammys, Emmys, and Oscars.
That's the Grammy
wait,
is
yeah.
music. Is it the Grammys
Grammy is music.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oscar. Maybe the Oscar.
What's the Emmy?
Is it that TV
I need to buy something.
versus like Oscars or
Emmy is
movies?
TV.
As long as you pay cash.
Oscar for movie, Emmy for TV, Grammy for music, Tony
Tony
for
Awards
theater.
theater. Oh.
Wow.
Huh.
Scratch my back, I scratch yours, huh?
Today I learned.
Seeing as how you're a friend to
Meanwhile,
Sally,
Camilla's cat
seeing
just
as how I
decided to
got
give us the
some
old
things around here that you
3333.
doing.
Which
Here, kitty,
honestly,
kitty, kitty.
What is it you need?
respect.
Is it working? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Type some more.
Last week cleaned me out. Said he was tired of that
Mr.
observation
Bird
platform
Brain.
is giving him splinters
In his hinter regions.
Think I could get
He's your only hope.
He's your only hope.
But you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I
Also,
saw
I
are
remember we were
pretty
talking about
small.
I need to get the water from Sally's well.
Prudence, I think,
How
or
would I go about
no,
doing that,
Hotchkiss, I
you
think.
know?
Just
I
get a
think
water test
being
and get
divorced
to the
earlier
radio
like the 3
station and follow
times,
the
right?
directions.
Was that about
Where's the
Hotchkiss?
ranger
I think it was
station?
Prudence.
Or it was Prudence? Okay.
Sally,
Yeah.
Red Knot. Either his wife is dead or divorced.
Guess I'll
So
see you later.
Always a
someone
pleasure.
said Red Knot earlier, and so whoever that was, I don't remember, but you know who you are. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause he's
feeling
like,
divorce.
no, she, yeah. Because he was like, she had no, like, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's giving divorce.
Yeah, Kelsey. He was on the money.
I better be careful.
I'd better be careful.
Darn, it flew away.
Darn, it flew away.
I just imagine celebs sprinting through the woods, camera in hand, just snapping these pictures. And I love it.
Are they doing 2 different routes, or is Emily just ahead?
I'm not sure. I know that Emily is ahead, I think.
Because I know this game is also, it's not super linear,
I believe
but I can't
believe
tell.
that Em is just ahead.
I found some birds, but no matter how quiet I am, I've been scaring other birds away before I can take their picture. What am I doing wrong?
What am I doing wrong?
God, I don't think I could ever run Ghost Dogs. I can't. I will get so lost in the woods.
That's what you're doing wrong.
And I also mess up way too much on Hitbot's navigation that I would get even more lost.
Oh yeah, I imagine the older ones are hard for that.
Sorry to keep bugging you, but I need
Oh
some
yeah.
sandpaper. Emily,
Definitely.
Would you have some?
I was just trying to stream Treasure in the Royal Tower and having a hard time. I can't imagine trying to speedrun it.
No. My wife had no patience for birding.
If you did speedrun a game, Jetpack, what game would you speedrun?
See, this is... I have no idea how long each of them take. So I feel like I just want to say Message in Haunted Mansion, because I know that one well.
Most people don't bother.
That one, I think, is what, like 20, 30 minutes?
Okay.
Wait, which one?
Check. Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion?
How long is that one? I don't remember.
Less than 15 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I was like, did you just say that Haunted Mansion was 20 to 30 minutes?
I don't know.
See, I bought it. I was like, yes, that's correct.
See, I don't know anything, and we haven't done that one yet. That one's tomorrow.
Yep.
Okay.
So,
yep.
So I can watch, I can observe and see if I've got what it takes. I doubt it. I'll probably just leave it to, you all lovely professional people and continue to spectate. But, maybe one day I'll give it a shot.
Readathon is in July.
That's true. It's actually partially on my birthday. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. July 25th.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm a Leo like Xander.
Mr. Knott didn't either, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette.
Oh, same with yours, Day? Love that.
I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten.
I am a Gemini. June 10th.
So you're probably closest with which ghost dog? Let me think here.
I don't remember off the top of my head their birthdays.
Yeah, I think it's either Lucy or Xander.
I'm running kind of low on bait.
I don't know.
Get me, say a dozen little critters.
Oh, it's okay, Celeb. You're still doing great.
Little critters?
Worms, spiders, beetles.
Yeah, Celeb, you're doing great.
Anything that wriggles on its belly.
We got Capricorn,
rocks, logs, dead leaves.
Virgo, Cancer, Geminis.
I'm a Scorpio.
Logs, dead
Love that.
Do I need some kind of permit?
Things ain't quite that bad around here. At least not yet.
Aquarius.
Jeff Akers' daddy was still around. You might get arrested for cruelty to animals or some such.
Taurus.
Taurus?
Taurus? Ford Taurus?
Real critter lover that one was.
I don't know the pronunciation.
You betcha.
Taurus?
She didn't say Yodelay. He who this run is cursed.
You got to do it for her.
Yodelay.
Perfect. Back on track.
No, it's perfect.
Uncursed. Curse lifted.
Here, birdie, birdie, birdie.
Here, birdie, birdie, birdie.
Yeah, fun fact, screaming tweet tweet is not an effective way to call birds. The more you know.
I never would have thought.
Yeah. Pro tip if you ever, want to dabble in some bird calling.
It's so funny. I have a friend who is super into bird watching. And she told me that apparently there's this whole drama that went down last year or something.
What? Bird watching tea?
Bird watching drama?
Yeah.
Hello?
So apparently there's like this guy. I forget his name. I am not a bird watcher myself, but apparently this guy is like really close to getting like 10,000 bird species cataloged.
What?
And like he's seen 10,000 birds, right?
Yeah.
And no one has done that before. And then all of a sudden, this guy who no one knew shows up out of the blue and is like, "Oh, I got 10,000."
What?
And
Dethroned.
everyone's like, "What? Who are you? What happened?"
It's Red
And-
Knot.
It's Red
And then
Knot.
people started like looking closer into this guy's catalogs, and they're like, "This cannot possibly be right. You're saying you've seen a bird that has not been seen since 1930?
Oh,
Whoa,
dude.
You're saying you
scandal.
haven't seen this bird that hasn't been seen since its discovery?
Oh my god.
Are you sure about this?"
Liar.
And yeah, right? So everyone's like, you know, I think this is a little bit sus. So
Immortal birdwatcher. That's hilarious. That's wild though. I've never heard of birdwatching tea. Like if I feel like it would be the most chill activity that you could do.
That's why it was so dramatic, because everyone's like, this is normally so chill. What's going on here? Because like the first guy, everyone had been keeping tabs on him and he had been cataloging everything and everyone knew like he's legit.
Right, because he's number one.
Yeah, like he's steadily making his way to 10,000. He's going to do it.
Wow.
And then this guy comes out of the blue and is like, "Oh, I got it. I got it first. It's mine."
Cap.
Chat, do we love or hate the lifting rock sounds? Like the gushy bug sounds? Do we love them or hate them?
I like it.
I love it. But I like the parfait sounds from Danger by Design.
Yeah. It depends for me with those kinds of sounds.
Yeah, that's fair. Not the parfait sounds. Yes, the parfait sounds.
Some of the parfait sounds are nice, some of them are not.
It sounds like chat's pretty torn. Well, I mean, some people like the bug rock sounds.
Hey, Nancy, how's the
And it sounds like most people don't like the parfait sound.
You done all right for a city owl. Here you go. Hope whatever you're hiding from won't catch you. How you holding up?
Oh, Nancy's got some real tree.
Always a pleasure.
She's got her camo. Just don't tell me you like Nancy's mouth sounds.
Fair.
When she's eating in Curse of Blackmore Manor.
Hello, can I help you?
And she's got that pinky and perky.
Nancy Drew. I'm visiting Sally McDonald. Are you the park ranger?
Park Ranger Jeff Akers, at your service.
Now, Ranger Acre, I feel like a lot of people in the fandom sleep on how cute he is.
Philadelphia. Malone's dogs got to her.
He's a little cutie.
Tell me she believes all that ghost dog stuff.
So you know the legend?
I know almost everything about this area. Not only have I lived here all my life, but you're
Nice segue from mouth sounds to Ranger Acres.
factual and natural history. I'm its equally unofficial curator.
I found this old picture in Sally's house. Do you know who these people are?
Reading an article about the bird watching drama.
Nice.
And
I think her name was.
Apparently they also broke 10,000 on the same day.
Picture was taken in 1928.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Okay, who was first though? Like was the other guy was first, not the guy everybody's been watching, right?
Yeah, the other guy was first.
That's crazy.
I'm a busy man.
The guy's name is Peter Kastner, was the one everyone was watching. He was 70 years old. He's still alive. I say that like he's dead. He's still alive. And the guy who swooped in is Jason Mann.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's just so wild. I still can't get over that there's such hot tea in the bird watching community.
I know, right? It seems like such a chill thing.
Yeah, one's in chat if Ranger Acres is a hottie. Celeb nailing those birds. Just getting them. Glamour shots.
Or no, actually, I lied. Apparently, Kastner, the guy everyone was watching, posted his 10,000th bird and thought he had won.
Yeah.
But then Man claimed that he saw his own 10,000th species hours before on the same day.
See, no, I don't believe him.
Yeah.
That's so like,
It's
look at
so
me, I
different.
did it. Yeah, no. Jason, you're bad. I'm keeping it G. You're a bad guy.
We don't accept Jason as a J name.
Yeah, get out of our J club.
I suggest you park yourself nearby and wait. Bound to spot one sooner or later.
See you in a while.
Watch yourself out there.
And then after he was caught, Man wrote that he recognizes that in haste there were a few oversights. I think it's best to put my support behind Peter as the first birder to 10,000.
As he should.
Yep.
Yeah, I understand wanting to be the first and getting excited about it, but that's kind of a big deal. You don't want to make any mistakes.
Yeah.
I have information.
That was definitely like backpedaling and being like,
Yep.
uh-oh,
I
people
know,
don't
right?
like that I absolutely probably cheated. Like,
Yep.
oops. I think I made a few oversights. Like, yeah, dude, okay.
Yeah.
Hello again, Mr.
It's like, okay, I'm sure you saw this bird no one's seen in like a century. That seems legit.
Right.
As always, I'm here to serve.
Like, give us the data. Where did you see it? We need to document this.
And apparently, according to this article at least, he was uploading them to this website that doesn't verify the super rare birds.
Okay.
While the other guy was doing it onto websites where if it's a really uncommon, really rare bird, they ask for proof. They ask for like more solidified, more certifiable. That's the word I was looking for. Certifiable proof that they saw the bird.
Yeah, I can understand, like, if it's a really rare bird, it's probably difficult to verify that it is what you're claiming it is.
And not just like a different bird of some sort.
Right.
Hey, was that hawk standing?
And like, especially in a community where it's supposed to be like a really small community, everybody knows the top players.
Right.
Kind of like Nancy Drew, you know, like everybody knows each other.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, who are you? Why has nobody heard of you?
Yeah, totally.
Like something's up.
If I could just get that scythe.
The gnome is just watching Celeb.
I know.
Gnome, do something.
This is like, imagine if Nancy, it just didn't fall the right way. Like, it's so
I know, it's so
crazy.
Nancy could very well have just cut her hands.
Right.
Badly.
Or any part of her, really.
Right.
We've got water.
What in blazes happened? I saw the fire from my platform and came running. You weren't in the play matches, were you?
I was looking at birds.
And also, sir, you came from the other way.
Yeah.
Next thing I knew, I was locked
Also,
in a
you're
tool
never
shed
there
and
when
somebody was
you're
setting it on
when it's
fire.
daytime.
Yeah,
You're not
we've got
making
questions.
sense.
Probably
Probably
smoke
smoke
inhalation or something.
inhalation or something. Come talk to me after
Whoa.
you clean yourself up and gotten some sleep. I need to tell you something.
I need to tell you
Somebody
something.
tried to kill you?
I
I didn't say that.
Somebody knocked you out, locked you in a shed, set it on fire, and you think they were, what, just pulling a prank?
I love that line. Wake up and smell the hostile
Vibes,
vibes.
I
Nancy.
guess it's just hard for me to
Love
believe
it.
anybody would consider me to be
And
that
smell the
big a
hostile
threat.
vibes, Nancy.
Never let you stay there by yourself.
Hostile vibes smell like gasoline.
They smell like carbon monoxide poisoning.
Right. Smoke inhalation.
That's kind of the way Ranger Akers saw it too. He showed up right after the birdwatcher did and ticketed me for burning refuse in a manner that endangered park property.
That man is
Hostile vibes probably need more
Emily was
B3.
nice though. She came by right afterwards.
Yes.
Remember,
Leave until I drank the tea
niacin.
she made for me.
Look, Nancy,
We'll be seeing that in a few minutes.
you want to leave, just say the word
true.
and I'll come get you.
Sally, one more time.
I'm fine.
Well, then promise me you'll be careful, okay?
I promise.
Yeah,
I'll be in touch.
Sally's not that worried, or else you'd come back.
I know, or else you'd come and get us.
Could have gotten a chainsaw by now. But okay, Sally. Okay, but peanut butter on whole wheat toast is a bangin' snack.
A package just arrived for you from Las Vegas.
Great.
Wouldn't
Vivian
want to break
sent me
any
the
littering
key.
laws, would we?
Vivian
Thanks
sent me
for
the
all
key.
your help.
Always a pleasure.
And we cannot pet the dogs.
Nope.
And because it's a speedrun,
No
we don't
time.
even look at the
Yep.
dogs.
No time.
We don't even look at them because the speedrun.
Oh my gosh. It's a crime.
Yeah.
Just kidding, Slub. You're doing great.
And I did start the video a little bit before Celeb had hit play, so we gotta factor that in.
Yeah.
You can go back in the VOD and look how long it takes before actually started the
Yeah.
game.
It's the batteries are going
So
dead.
would a graveyard on the property like this be a deal breaker for you guys?
No. Not even
Me
close
neither.
to
I
it.
would say no.
Not even close
No.
to it.
Because it's far away.
Yeah, it's so far.
It's not
Like
even
if
like
it was
on the
right
property,
in my
dude.
backyard.
Yeah, if you could see it, I would have a lot more hesitation.
Right.
Like from the house.
But it's like, well, you gotta walk through the entire woods to get there. I really
Yeah.
don't care. Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
What about the Bolay house?
I need flashlight.
Oh yeah,
The Bolay
that's a little tougher.
But you know,
Uh,
I've been meaning to make a pretty display out of
I
that
don't
nasty
know.
combo coal over there for the longest time.
All right,
Just
and
can't seem to
Emily.
Still
get
think
around to it.
yes. I still think I would be okay with it.
You'd
I
be
wouldn't
okay
love
with
it.
that?
Here's the way.
Yeah, I would not love it, but I think it's far enough away and the gardens between is so pretty. I think I'd be okay.
Nicely.
Maggie says quiet neighbors. That is true.
All right, and M. All right. All right.
One smiling goldfish. It's
That's-
obviously never
All
tried
right.
combo coal.
You're all good,
Nancy,
J-Cat.
this mean you got
Let
them
me.
pants
Okay.
You bet.
Can finally stop having 3 screens going at once.
All right.
Here's your batteries, and-
And
Thanks, Nancy.
our good friend.
Oh my god.
Yup. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So, for team 1, for carousel, yup, you're good whenever. You're good whenever. Alright, 137, 37, perfect. So,
We had a very last second drop. Jamie had a work emergency and could not make it tonight.
Oh.
I also say that like she's dead. I gotta stop talking like that. Jamie is alive. I promise. At least I hope so.
Yes.
I'd be really sad if she died.
Oh my gosh.
You know.
But yeah, Jamie is not here. So instead we have. Would you like to introduce yourself?
For this in the dark.
I don't even know. I don't even.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. This is a man who needs no introduction. He is our very well respected and well renowned speedrunner, Dude Fax Machine 10. He
Love that.
Totally.
Yeah. You guys definitely have not seen him speedrun earlier today. You guys definitely do not know who this person is.
Who is this diva?
I wish I was awake that night.
You don't actually, I'm gonna be honest. A little bit.
I do though. I do though.
The
I wish I was
mystery.
there.
The intrigue.
Steve, what are you gonna change the name to?
I mean, his name is Dude Fax Machine. I don't know what to tell you. That's his legal government name.
Yes, Tui says don't forget the 10.
Oh, right, I forgot the time. I was thinking no, but because we were kind of doing like nicknames, but no. This man is too good to not put the 10 on his name.
Gotta be accurate. I
This
love
man is
that.
Not, this, yeah. I can't cut corners for this man.
You forgot the 10.
I just added it.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
Am I blind?
Yes.
That doesn't sound
I'm not
I
gonna
guess
say
so.
it.
I guess so.
To JCat, there's only one Dude Fax Machine, apparently. Go, celeb. You're doing great.
Once again, can't pet the dogs.
Yep.
Gotta do the
Crime.
run. Gotta save the day.
So thinking about the taps in this speakeasy, what would you guys put on your 4 taps? Because I'm going strawberry Dr. Pepper, water, coffee, and then cranberry grape juice.
What are we ranking?
What are you gonna put in the taps in your speakeasy?
Oh, lemonade.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Hot chocolate.
Oh.
I really don't drink much.
Throw some water in there. We love
Yeah,
hydration.
water.
Missing here.
You know what? Let's throw in apple juice. Just sometimes you just get a craving for apple juice.
I love apple juice.
Yeah.
This Lev is going down the final ladder.
Yeah. Somebody questioned strawberry Dr. Pepper. Yes. It's delicious. I love it.
Honestly, I don't really drink a lot of carbonated drinks. I just don't like the fizzy.
That's fair. That is fair.
These colors look very familiar.
Although, Dude Fax Machine getting us started off in Carousel. Lots of yapping when we start off on this one. Not too much generally, honestly. I feel like, I mean, there is a bit, I would say. It's not stacked. It's not like Scarlet Hand, so don't worry, kids.
600 pounds of gold bullion.
But it's more than ghost dogs, probably.
Hey there, Nancy.
What on
Well,
earth?
what on earth
Alright, we got here.
Oh,
And so,
Celeb's getting threatened.
Celeb is getting ready for the mad dash. To run away from the dog bone. Getting on up here. There's plenty.
Just the sheer upper
We can
body
share.
strength needed to do that.
I know.
I would die down there.
Nancy.
Nancy, wait.
Let's
Let's
talk
talk
about
about
this.
this.
You
This
scratch
could
my
just be
back.
our little secret.
You
You
scratch
scratch
my
my
back,
back,
I
I
scratch
scratch yours,
yours.
remember?
Remember? Nancy.
Nancy?
The gold's all yours, Em. Enjoy it while you can.
Slam.
Dear
Lock it.
Beth.
Dear Nancy,
1,
tunnels. Emily
5.
left the door open.
Okay.
I called the
143,
sheriff, but when I let him
36.
back
I gotta
down-
remember that.
GG's for Celeb.
Yay. Good job, Celeb.
GG's.
GG's.
Well, thank
Big
you guys
GGs.
so much for having me. I am gonna, go back to my lurk mode.
You got it, boss.
Bye.
Thank you for being here. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. And my friend. Let's see.
And now we got
You are
Camilla
good
and
whenever.
Austin.
You're good to start whenever. We got
Hello.
you. 44,
Right, you got this, Camilla.
17. All right, 144.17 for your start time.
Well, from the way you just marched right on in here past all those sorry we're closed signs,
All
you're either who I
right.
think you are or you're one determined
And
You must be Harlan. Paula Santos said you'd be expecting
which means you must be
This,
Drew, famous teen.
well, we still have 2 games to go, but this is starting to look like the first segment
don't jinx
where
us. Don't jinx us. Don't jinx us.
Alright. Anyway, haunted carousel, yay! Look, it's a crab on the card.
Well, gobbledygook.
Ingrid Corey. You'll probably meet her. She's working during the shutdown too. She's the park's chief engineer. Believes in all this wacky new age psychobiogenic stuff. Like if you eat food served by a waiter who's in a bad mood, you'll get scurvy or something.
Where can I find her?
First things first. You won't be meeting her or Elliot Chen, the park's art director, until after you go see the park's bookkeeper, Joy Trent. Miss Santos's orders. Joy pays all the bills, so she knows pretty much everything that's going on. Plus, she'll give you an access card. Miss Santos wants you to have the run of the place.
That would certainly help.
I'm curious people's opinions on speed running, like the older games where you can't skip dialogue versus the newer ones where you have the option to just fly through them. What are people's
I
preferences?
actually don't want to speedrun the games with fast dialogue because
I agree.
I take the opportunity during conversations to take a breath, look at my notes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, me
if I
too.
am flying through the dialogue, I don't get that.
Very true. Yeah, I guess there's really no point where you get to just kind of pause and like just regain your bearings if
Unless
you
there's
don't
like
have
a
dialogue.
cutscene or something.
Yeah, but are there really that many in the newer games? Like
Mhm.
there's a couple. Like I mean, I know we just saw um Labyrinth of Lies, like that one has a fair few, like little mini ones, but like not to the extent that you're sitting through conversation.
Yep.
Game audio is quiet.
As I can.
I can't wait to hear what you turn up.
Celeb was saying. I don't know if we can turn that up.
Oh, and one more thing. Call me Paula.
Steve?
All right. Goodbye, Paula. Okay if I peek in here? Looks like
Okay, there we go. Let me know how it is now. I was like gradually turning it up before I saw that message because I realized how quiet it was,
So
so.
Miss Santos has let you in?
Yes, although I don't know who she thinks she's fooling.
Hey, I'm back.
You're only here
All right,
because it
hello.
looked like Paula Santos
Hi.
had nothing to do with
Hi,
it.
are we listening to Team 2 now because the other one was the recording with the commentary?
Paula runs the park.
Yeah.
She wants us to
Okay.
get more and more people through that
I
gate.
think.
And what better way to do that than with a carousel that's allegedly haunted.
Is Miss Santos aware of the way you feel about her?
Of course not. I don't want to get fired. Besides, nobody's been hurt. Except that
Chat, are you
qualified
talking
con
about
artist who claims his
what
neck
food you'd want from the
patterns
games? Because
Lance
this is like one of my
Hudson
favorite
food.
conversations.
And the truth is, Paula offered me this
I'm
job
back.
because she knew I needed
I
What
it.
did
still
I
treat.
miss?
And I'm not entirely ungrateful.
Okay,
My father
Andema.
died recently. His estate is in bankruptcy. He used to be co-owner of the park. 2 years ago, he suffered a huge financial setback, and
The
he had
food
to
from
sell
Crystal
his share
Skull
to Paula.
genuinely
When he
is
died
one of
2
my
years
favorite
ago,
things.
he
I
was
spend way
flat
too much
broke,
time
Paula could have
just
bailed him out,
feeding
but she
Bess.
didn't.
Um,
Frankly, I think the reason she hired
the
me was
food
guilt.
from
Right.
Icicle Creek is good too,
I'm
though.
supposed to get an access card from you?
Here you go.
Said that they did
You
like a
list
whole
all the
week
private
of
areas
eating
of the park,
I still
but if you
treat
run into
meals.
problems, don't come to me.
Who
Ask the
did?
chief engineer, Ingrid.
Someone
Her
in a
office is
chat
haunted.
somewhere said that
The
they
only
did
other
a whole
people in the
week of
park
eating
right
I
now are
still
Harlan
treat
Bishop
food.
and the art
Wow,
director
that's
Elliot
commitment.
Chen. His studio is
I
built
don't know
at
if
a
I want
treasure chest
salmon
souvenir
7 days in a
shop,
row.
but try not to bug him.
Why? Is he temperamental?
Oh, it was
He's got a pain in
Maddie.
his
Yes.
neck and needs to catch up. Miss Santos
Yeah, the
has been
pasta
having
is
questions
atrocious.
about it.
It's just a
I
gray
think you have
glob,
everything
and
set
it's
for
just the
music.
most unappetizing
Right.
thing.
Thanks for all your help.
Okay, it was
Sorry
not
to disturb
salmon
you.
7 days in a row. Okay, that's good to hear.
Hang on, I'll be right with
I
you.
feel like this game has like the worst food. Like the
Yep.
worst in any game, like even like
Well-
I'm trying to think like snacks or anything. This just is it's
Yeah.
just so unappealing, and I don't know why she gets milk
Okay.
with
I
her.
would want the ice creams though. I would want the fun day.
Well, the fun days.
Said that
I
so
agree.
horse is
The
glory.
fun day does look good. I feel like they spent a little extra time on that.
Yeah, fun fact, you don't have to do the shorthand puzzles in this speedrun.
I'm a detective named Nancy.
Yeah, if you can just type in the name, right? You just have to
Yep.
ask for the.
Yep, Camilla just did that.
Yeah, I've never speedrun this game, but I do routinely skip the shorthand.
Who programmed you?
Yeah, me too, because I know the name.
Yeah, it's just not a fun puzzle for me.
As a matter of fact, I need to leave a message for her.
It is a difficult puzzle. I have to be in the mood for it though.
So, who programmed you?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is it? You think it's gonna come down to barnacle blast? Is that what's gonna determine this
I
game?
don't know, maybe.
What does that mean? Hello?
The hitboxes in this version of Barnacle Blast are not
They are
great.
narrow.
I can use this to leave a note.
And that is why I would never run this game. That's that one reason.
Yeah. Even during casual play, I go into the menu and just give myself a token from
Hello?
Barnacle Blast.
Oh, you
Because
can do that?
Yeah. Yeah, you just go into the menu and you just add it to your inventory. You're not really supposed to do that, of course, but
Why were they
I hate
framed?
Barnacle Blast so much. It's
Oh yeah, you
the
could.
worst
I
part.
keep forgetting the dub menu exists in the older games too.
It does, yeah. This is
And
like one of the only games that I
all of
consistently
them, I
do,
think.
though.
Dude Fax Machine is
Why someone
fresh
stole
from
that carousel horse,
Fongo's
'cause
office.
there
It
were
looks like.
jewels hidden inside it.
My thoughts exactly. I called the
For
detective.
Yep.
machines that might have an advantage, yeah. I mean, probably gets along really well with Miles.
Oops, I gotta run. I just wanted to
So, what are our opinions on Miles? Because I've heard some people really don't like him.
I really don't like his voice, but I don't have a problem with him.
If I play this
Mm.
game, I can win an
game
anchor.
of squid
Like,
toss,
I
is
will
there?
turn
You
my
have 4
volume
fun
down
grants
during
left on
those
your card.
conversations. but
Catapult the squid through the hoop.
Otherwise, I don't have a problem with him. I think he's cute. I like the little handlebars and his little arms. I think he's a cute little guy.
Yeah, I like Miles.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah, he's got a light up brain. He's real cute.
It would have been really funny if Miles ended up being the culprit. Somehow.
It's just like hacking into the systems and changing the
Yeah.
like the electrics and just trapping Nancy under the roller coaster, and it's all just Miles widening the mainframe.
Joy wasn't doing the riddles fast enough, so Miles took it into his own hands.
It's like, I'm really bored sitting here. You're literally just not using me at all.
You keep me under a tarp half the time.
Hey, maybe Miles and Lulu would get along.
Ooh, yeah.
Or they would absolutely drive each other crazy.
True. How do you
Maybe we
think
just-
Miles and Suki would interact?
Oh, that.
Suki is
looks like it's
really
out of
boring
order.
compared to Miles, though.
True.
I don't know. Maybe Suki would use Miles as a letterbox.
Oh,
Hello?
Well, I mean, he does open up.
Yikes.
Miles and Harlan get their own
I was
cop
thinking
show.
maybe the reason that horse was stolen off the carousel
I would watch
a
that.
few weeks ago was because somebody thought there were jewels from that heist inside it.
And Tino gets a guest spot.
It's possible, I suppose. The thief's name was Chaz Dunning. Died in prison about a year ago.
And Chief McGinnis.
I'll make some calls, try to see if there was somebody he confided in before he died. Somebody who was recently
I'm seeing
released.
chat talking
That
about
would be
the
fantastic.
Wickford Castle menu.
Thanks, Detective
Just
Paris.
such a
It was
trip.
great talking to you.
It is.
Like, what's the ones like
It's locked.
broccoli
I wonder what the
surprise
deal
or
is with this
something?
red tag.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they are just absolutely
Looking for someone?
atrocious.
I'm Nancy
Atrocious
Drew.
options. The
I'm trying
fried
to help
bologna
Ms.
sandwich, I
Santos
feel like, is
figure out
probably
why
the
so
best
many
option
weird
there.
things have been happening
What,
around
you don't
here
want
lately.
50 chicken drumsticks?
Sure. Oh,
Was that even
you've
on the
got
menu?
B3 issues.
Yeah, it was. It's all you
It
can
was
eat
on the menu?
drumstick.
All you
Niacin.
okay.
The vibe
I
you're
mean,
giving off tells
I'm
me
not
you're
going to say
low.
no to chicken
Nothing that's some
drumsticks,
natural peanut butter on a slice of
but I
whole
don't know
wheat
that I
bread
can
once
go
a day
for
won't
50 of
fix.
them.
Thanks for the advice. How long have you worked here?
Fair.
Less than 2 years. I started out in maintenance and worked my way
But
up. I've
to
held
be
the
fair,
supervisory
Hotchkiss was
position for the
surviving
last
on
10
her
months.
little
Do you have any
energy,
idea what
what she
caused
calls
that
them,
roller coaster accident?
Someone stole a
globules
horse
or
off the
something.
carousel, and now the park is cursed.
Why would someone
You
steal
know.
a carousel horse?
Money. I hear they can be very valuable.
How well do you know Harlan Bishop?
I know he's an ex-bouncer from
I'm
Trenton.
looking it up. Let's see. We've
I
got
also know it drives him
baby
nuts
back
that this
ribs
is
with
one of the
creature of
few
the night
places in
barbecue
the park he
sauce.
doesn't have a key for.
I'd like to take a closer look
I
at
have
the
some
roller
questions,
coaster,
but
the
that could
access
be
card
okay.
reader doesn't work.
Fried bologna
It's got this
sandwich
red tag
supreme
on it.
on white bread,
Right.
crushed
I was in
potato
the
chip
process of
sprinkles,
upgrading
50
a trained
cents
circuitry
extra.
board. I'm
'Cause
afraid
that's
you're going to
worth
have to
your
wait
money.
until I finish here. Unless you'd
Anchovy
like to do it
heaven
for
Caesar
me.
Do you
salad
really
with
think I could handle
eternity
it?
of
It's not
garlic
exactly brain
croutons.
surgery.
Oh my god.
All you have to
I
do
mean,
is
they
follow
just
the
keep coming
schematic
even after
inside
you're
the
done.
reader. Here's the new macro resistor. When you see the board,
Hot
you'll be able
diggity,
to
all
see
you can
where
eat
it
fried
goes.
chicken drumsticks. There
You'll
they
need a
are for
soldering
$10.
piece, which means you're going to have to get
Okay.
my soldering done from
Not a
elsewhere.
bad deal.
Smoking
Here's the engineering
chili
handbook
cheese
I put
dog,
together.
better
If you
than
have
nothing
questions
broccoli
about
surprise
pump-related
for
electronics, it'll answer
$3.
them. Keep it
And
as
then there's
long
the
as you like.
desserts: white
When
cheddar
you're all
ice
done,
cream log,
remove the
chocolate
red tag and
mayhem,
take it to
odyssey to
Harlan.
banana
That
land,
way he'll
key
know
to
it's safe to turn
enlightenment
the
lime
power back on
pie,
to the reader.
sugar crusted rhubarb jerky
That's not my cell
royale.
phone. It might
That
be
is
yours.
something else. Like, points to
Are you gonna
whoever
answer
created
it?
that menu.
No, that would be rude. I'll just call them back.
There's definitely
So,
some
once you get
interesting
that
stuff
tool
on
from
there.
Elliot, you should be all set.
She really
I don't
does
seem
make
to
a
be
fried
having
bologna
much luck
sandwich
using
sound
my
so good,
access
and I don't
card.
know why.
Am I doing something
Mm.
wrong?
I
Bologna
deactivated most of the readers because of the
sandwich.
shutdown.
Yeah, it's like she
Soon
makes
as I
it
get
sound
done here, I'll get
enticing.
them online again. Sorry. Hey, if you come across a pair of pliers, hang on to them, okay?
Yeah, the salad has
Mine are
anchovies,
missing.
but like Caesar
Someone must
salad
have walked
dressing
off
often
with
just
them.
Any
does, so
advice on
that's
how
not
to go
super
about
surprising
fixing the
for me.
midway
Yeah,
screen
that's
that's
true.
broken?
It needs to be reprogrammed. Open up the back. Should be some instructions on the clipboard. Check that handbook I gave you if they're too cryptic for you. But you'll also need the plug-in keyboard.
Panda.
And unfortunately, I have
My
no
little
idea where
sister
it
for the
is.
longest
One
time
of my
thought
guys
baby
probably
back
left
ribs
it
are
in the
made out
trunk
of
somewhere.
lion.
Thanks for your
So to
help.
this day,
One
she still
open
Oh
doesn't
my
eye
eat
god.
means
them.
more than two open eyes.
I feel like there's a missing component of that.
Yeah, why does she think
Did
that? That's
you
funny.
tell her that they came from lions? That seems like something you'd tell your
I know,
sister.
exactly.
to solve the curse of Captain's
What?
Cove.
My
How do
sister's
you
world
explain
shattered when
what's
she
been
learned
going on
clam
around
chowder
here?
What
wasn't
do I know?
chicken.
I'm just an artist.
Oh my
How
god.
Naturopathic
how
engineer
are your
person.
sisters
The way
coming to
I
these
hear it, the
conclusions?
shutdown is a good thing. For you, at least.
You mean because I'm behind in my work? I'd be lying if I said the shutdown wasn't helping me get caught up. Meeting
That's
deadlines
pretty
has never
chewy
been my
chicken.
forte. But I certainly hope you're
yeah.
not suggesting that I arranged for the
Chicken of
partial
the sea.
shutdown by somehow
I
making
mean,
that into a
kinda.
curse thing, because that would be ridiculous.
Ingrid said
We've
you
got
have
our
her
runners
soldering
making
gun.
good
I need to
progress
get it
here
from you,
too.
if that's okay.
You bet. Here you go. Been meaning to return it to her, but I've been a little busy.
Yep.
Great. Thanks.
Hopefully
God.
Team 2 can
I'll
catch
get
up.
back to work.
I know.
Keep it real.
Camilla's like doing good.
Panda's older sister didn't believe that pickles and
Pottery.
cucumbers were the same thing.
I mean, they do like feel and taste very different. So that
That's true.
like if you didn't know that pickles were made from
Hey, Nancy,
cucumbers,
what's
you
up?
might feel like somebody's trying to trick you. Like,
Could
oh
you
no,
turn the
pickles
power
are literally
back
just
onto the card reader
cucumbers.
outside the roller
Like, no, they're
coaster?
not.
It's all
I
fixed.
don't know what
Here's
you
the
mean.
tag.
You bet.
I'll just switch the circuit back on and you'll be all set.
I'll see you around.
Go get 'em.
There's a theme here.
This looks like one of Joy's. Ow! I'm trapped.
Right. Camilla's in the roller coaster part, which you didn't see too long ago from two fax machines.
Looks like I have to reconnect these wires.
Making some good time.
Turn the power on and see if these are properly connected.
OSHA violation.
Count 1.
Leave the
Was your
iron
first
on.
game?
I dare you, leave the iron on.
Wait, I'm curious to know everybody's first game
activated the
that you
roller
speedrun.
coaster while I was standing on the
Or
tracks
speedran.
Oh.
now. I barely managed
Mine
to
was
escape.
Clock.
Danger by design.
Are you
Clock
sure
and
it
Danger
was
by
on
Design.
purpose?
Icicle Creek, Phantom of Venice, and
I
Crystal
don't think so.
Skull.
It happened right after I picked up this pencil.
Solid.
That looks like
The
one of
speed
those
run of
things.
hell.
Leave it there.
I
mean,
can imagine.
Just because you found one of my pencils,
My first
that
one was
hardly
Waverly,
proves
and
I'm
then the
guilty
two
of
that I did
something.
for the relay are my second and third.
Waverly is a tough one.
Yeah, I was like, it's my favorite game. I'm gonna have so much fun.
You know, to call Elliot.
First game I ran was Final Scenes as 2E. Secrets can Kill Remastered says Yandema.
Well, I can see that being a good first one.
Yeah, 'cause it's
I
short.
was just trying
Yeah.
to do the job Miss
Yeah.
Sanders asked me to do. I didn't know I was being watched.
Final Scene
My
also
father
short.
was a frustrated inventor.
Yeah, but
After he
Final Scene I
died,
feel like
I
is an easy
discovered
one to like miss
that
one
in
little
his
thing and you
study.
don't have no idea what
In his
you
will, he
missed.
said he made it just for me.
Yeah,
That's
that's
true.
true.
He had
I'd be a
room in
little
my
nervous to run
apartment, so
that
I brought
one.
him here. I keep him
Yeah,
covered
that's
when I
my
go on
the only
my
one of my top 5 games that I haven't run.
Kind of a blabbermouth.
The word blabbermouth is without meaning to Miles the
Oh.
Magnificent Memory
Yeah,
Machine.
that makes sense. Yeah, Yandema also started speedrunning when
anything else
Secrets Can
besides
Kill Remastered was the only game that had anything close to a
Invented
route.
Miles
Yeah, and
in
then
order to
Yandema
rehabilitate
ended up
my
making a
childhood.
lot of the routes.
How is it
Yandema,
possible that I was
Galen,
never
and
as
Scorpio
happy-go-lucky as he
Carnage.
was? What am
Oh
I,
yeah.
Miles?
Joy Trent is a
We miss
beautiful
Galen and the
little
Nancy Drew rap.
So my father programmed him with a bunch of riddles designed to reconnect me with long-lost memories from my childhood.
What a wonderful gift.
I don't see it that way at all. I don't want to
Tablet
relive
hates
my
butts.
childhood. My
Yeah.
mother died when I was 4.
But it's what your father
Yeah,
wanted.
I realized I had to turn
Shouldn't
that
you
off
at
in my
least give it a
settings because it was the
try?
same for
I
me on
should be
mobile.
mad that you were snooping around in here.
What?
But the truth is, I think it's neat that
It
you're so
filtering
gutsy.
anything.
Yeah, the
Especially
censorship
since I'm
stuff.
so
Yeah.
Oh.
not gutsy.
Anything
what
that
the
could be
heck?
deemed
Okay,
not
Miles,
safe for
let's
work.
hear the first riddle.
Like butts.
And ugly, apparently, is not
And
safe for
ugly and hottie, like even those like little ones were totally being censored. And, like if you're on mobile, or I guess on your tablet, you know, if you're using the app, you can tap it and like show the word if you choose to. But
Maybe it'll
Yeah.
ring a bell with
I'm
somebody
okay with
else.
seeing the
I'll
word
ask
butt.
around.
Do what you want, but I'm not gonna hold my breath.
I can survive that.
Yeah, I forget who rooted the last couple of games that came out, because those came out after we had roots for all the other games. Midnight Salem and Key.
I want to say Yandema.
If I asked
Did
you for
Yandema
a
do that?
silvery
Did you do that, Yandema?
bit day, what would you give me?
A riddle. I love riddles. Okay, let's see. Silvery remains has to be something silver that's left over, right? Okay, now, if 2-bit means worth a quarter,
Must be
4-bit
AFK.
would mean
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get your answer. We'll ask him later.
No idea where he is. Huh.
Absolutely none. He's disappeared.
He's probably, you know, living life.
Day, spelled
Living large.
D-E, that
Yeah.
means Sunday. That's it. There's this fantastic sundae you can get only at the hotel. They call it a fun day. It's been their specialty for like centuries. Comes with a souvenir spoon, silvery.
I know that we
and
were talking about how the
smooth.
food in this game looks like nasty, but the fun day.
Come on. I'm on a roll, baby. I'm in a
Mhm.
mood. Bring it on.
The fun day is the only good one.
It does concern me that it's 2,400 calories for like one scoop of ice cream.
I know.
I'm not concerned at all. That's
about
perfect.
Just don't worry about it. Don't think about it.
Yeah.
Are you the regular operator?
Forget about it, as Ralph might say.
She took the week off on
Oh.
account of the amusement park being shut down. You don't want an outside line, do you?
Actually, I have a cell phone.
Good. Use it.
Okay, I didn't think it was native. Okay, it was Risa. Risa. Okay.
Ah.
Risa and Gemstoned, and he was Ursapon and Gemstone. So there's Gemstone and a whole other people. Okay.
I don't even know how you go about starting to create.
I heard that there's a Sunday called a fun
I
day that
don't
only at
either.
this
It's
hotel.
I
so
had no idea.
How do
intimidating.
you figure that out?
I guess you just try things and see what's faster.
I guess so. But that's gotta
That's
take
it.
like
Thanks a lot.
hours. And
Oh
hours.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Like that's a lot of commitment.
That was
More
I
than
good.
have never attempted to route a run, and I will never attempt to route a run.
Yeah, I just don't have the
I'm
desire
pretty sure Miles wants us to bring him
to
the
go through and
souvenir
like
spoon you
time
get when you
each
order a
dialogue
fun
option
day
and see what it
Sunday at the
triggers.
captain's
And
quarters.
it's
I
not
got
even
one
that
right
so much
here.
as just
Give it to
having to
Miles
know
and see what
exactly
happens.
what triggers every step that's
Yeah.
necessary.
That's a
And
bigger thing.
yeah, and like ruling out the things that aren't necessary. Like that, I feel like I'd be like, there's just things in here that you probably need to do, but I don't know for sure. Okay,
It's the
we've got
moment of-
Barnacle Blast.
Moment of truth here.
Oh my goodness.
Almost every week. Do you remember, Joy?
The captain's
Oh, there's a
quarters fun day.
good couple
I
shots
do
up there,
remember
getting it to
that.
just bounce off the
I
top
was so
and
small, I
get some of the
always had to
barnacles
sit
out of
on
the
my
way
mother's
there.
lap to eat it. I wish I could remember what she looked like.
Don't you have a picture of her?
You were very little
And
when your mother
response
died.
came up with the death
Joy.
percent
Your
route for
grief
key.
came
Okay.
out as anger. Before your father could stop you, you destroyed every picture
Oh.
of your mother that he had.
I did that? No. My father told me he had gotten rid of them.
Yeah.
He always
Barnacle
said
Blast.
some things are
This
better
game is
left
so rough.
forgotten.
All right.
Oh my gosh.
Level 1.
I'm the reason
All right,
I have
get ready
nothing
for
to
level
remember her
2.
by.
Here we go.
I'm sure your father helped you shut out the truth in order to spare your feelings.
The older your father got,
It's also
Joy,
super nerve-wracking
the
that
more
it's
he
toward the end of the
realized that
route.
life is nothing but
And
I
Camilla's over
know.
here giving Joy a
even
nice little
bad
therapy
memories have a
session.
place in a good
Yep.
life. That is why
I am in school to be a counselor right now, so it's good practice.
It's good practice.
Here is the
Just have to
second
tell her about the
riddle.
limits of
This one
confidentiality.
is written
You'll be
down.
good to go.
Please remove it.
It's just a blank piece of paper.
You and your mother used to love to play this game, Joy.
Once again, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Don't give up yet.
If you still
A
want
lot
to help
of
me,
people
please,
in
Nancy, keep
psychology
it. I feel
today.
like a door somewhere
Psychology in the
starting to
Nancy
creak
Drew
open.
community.
I'm kind of scared to open it, but I also kind of know I have to.
I'll get back to you as soon
Me
as I
included.
can.
I'll be right here.
I considered it for a while, but I decided not to.
You're a ped psychologist? I'm a pediatric neuropsychologist.
Imagine that.
I intensely disagree with this storyline.
The first 8 notes of your favorite
What
band
storyline,
organ
Joyce?
plus 1
Yeah,
mouth
I
organ
think that's what
plus
Dino
1
was
smidgen
meaning.
of talent
Like what
equals
part?
1 happy Miles.
What, forcing her to relive her memories?
Any luck?
I don't
There
know.
was a
I'm confused
message
by the
written in
spoiler
languages on
warning.
that
Oh,
piece of
repressed
paper
memories.
Miles
There
gave
it
us.
is.
We're
I thought maybe it
taking
had
the
something
first
to do at
8
the
notes
end.
of your favorite band organ tune on a mouth organ for Miles.
My favorite band organ tune? I don't even know what a band organ is.
What's everyone's favorite band organ tune?
Either, for that matter.
I think a mouth
This
organ
one,
is
of
a
course.
harmonica.
Roll 3, hello.
The music you hear
Give me some
when you ride
options
the
to choose
captain's
from.
gold carousel comes from the band organ that sits inside the rider platform.
I am the
You used to play
neuropsychologist, Austin.
the harmonica for your mother all the time, Joy. Your favorite tune was the one you heard on the carousel.
It couldn't have been. I never rode the carousel. I always thought it was stupid. I thought all the rides
Is that your
up there
favorite
were
band?
stupid.
Is that all you can tell us, Miles?
I have been programmed to give
I
you one
feel like
hint.
I've heard
The tune
carousels
is on
play
the
that
third
actually.
roll. You will have to think about
It plays something similar.
Okay.
It's all
Plays in
yours, detective.
Last
As
Train.
usual, I'm
Yeah.
stumped.
Yeah.
Yep.
Back to you as soon as I
It's
can.
similar to a
Thanks,
carousel, not
Nancy.
quite a carousel, but yeah, there's horses and it goes around, so
Goes around. It's sort
close
of
enough.
carousels. You just can't ride it.
As someone who's playing Blue Moon Canyon for the speed run tomorrow,
Guess I'm gonna
I
have
have
to call
played
Tink,
Cat Down Race
whoever
way too
he
much.
is.
It gets painful after a while. At one point in a dead speed run, my brain was still on turn, and so I started playing the Town Races song on the Tesla coil instead. I'm like, wait, this isn't right.
Oh yeah, you had two music
To
games.
make a long story short,
Yep.
you find out the name of the band organ song that's on the third roll.
Yeah, it would have been even worse if you had a mystery message in a haunted mansion too. That would
I
have been
know.
Look, if you
so
want to call
bad.
her, I've got her number right here.
Or Cap.
Oh yeah, Caps is at least pretty short. It's not yeah, it's nowhere near the length of the Tesla coil.
Where is
Yeah.
the third roll?
Yeah.
It took me until I was on like the 7th or 8th note to realize like, oops, this is not the right game.
That's a combination. Oh,
Just at that point, I was like playing on autopilot.
Go to load the roll on account of. Holy moly! I either snagged a Greyhound bus or the biggest fish in the Chapleau River is right here in the end of my line.
Mediocre doesn't like the story. The repressed memories thing. That was such a thing like 20 years ago though. The repressed memories thing. I feel like that's kind of been phased out of psychology.
This goes to the space under. Wonder what that is.
Honestly, as someone who's got some repressed memories of my own, I kind of wish they weren't so repressed. Like, I do want to know them. But, you know, to each their own, everyone has their own ways of handling things.
Oops.
Also, it's weird because repressed memories are generally like trauma, and Joy's memories she's repressed are like happy memories. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tied to a traumatic event, I guess.
Yeah, it's caught up in grief, so it's a
It gets
complicated.
messy.
That's fair.
This looks a little like the inside of my
Oh,
aunt's
so this is gonna sound like I'm making it up, but I promise you I'm not. I've been so like zeroed in on Nancy Drew. I had a very bizarre dream last night where I was in Creature of Captain Cave, like as Nancy, but if you did something very specific in the beginning, you got taken straight to see Dr. Craven, except he was holding an electric guitar and wanted to show you the back part of the Healy facility where he practiced with his boy band.
Oh my god.
I'm not even kidding you.
I want that to be real now.
Strangest thing, and it literally sounds made up, but I promise you it isn't. And the other members of the boy band were like the pineapple harvesters, but they also might have been the like monsters from Monsters Inc. Who's like do the 2319 and come in like child detection agency. Like it might have been them, unclear, but it was cool. It was an experience waking up and questioning what my mind had just gone through.
Dreams are interesting.
They're crazy things.
A little more info, says Tino. 100% when you have a trauma experience, parts of the memory can be blocked/fuzzy. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
But the idea that a memory is entirely hidden within your subconscious or whatever is pretty disproven. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And therapy sessions to uncover memories like that can cause a ton of harm. Yep.
Yep,
I've been
I
reading
agree.
about that. So, okay, that's what I thought. Thank you for sharing.
When it comes to repressed memories, you know, like your brain blocked it out for a reason. Ignorance is bliss sometimes.
Well, it's more too that it can bring up false memories, which can be really
Yeah.
harmful.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And then it's really difficult to kind of pick apart what's true, what's not,
Yes.
what's false, what's
Yep.
repressed.
Yes.
So it's,
I've read about that, Tina. Okay.
yeah.
Well, I will say a lot of stuff about false memories is propaganda from the False Memory Syndrome Foundation, which is a organization created and run, no longer existing now, by what I should legally say are alleged abusers of their children to discredit them.
Yeah.
On a little bit of a
Very.
lighter note, you're absolutely killing Barnacle Blast.
Yeah, very good Barnacle Blast here.
Gotta get those last few. Nicely done.
Thank you.
All right,
Huh.
level 2. You've
Said
got
that, I
this.
realized, as you said that, I realized that my stream was like very behind by like 20 seconds somehow.
Oh no.
So I just refreshed, and so now it's good. Because when you said that, Camilla was just opening up the bag. I'm like,
Oh.
finishing Barnacle
No,
Blast.
she
What?
was finishing up.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, something's wrong.
Yeah, I've read that too, Panda, that a lot of times early memories are from seeing a photo of the memory. Because
Yeah.
long-term memories don't start till around age 3. Yeah, my earliest memory is definitely something that was a photo, so that makes total sense. And I think the first real memory I have is probably I was maybe 5, and it was, yeah, I lost a toy at the circus, and I was very unhappy.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of my earliest memories was
so
probably when I was
constricted.
like 3 or so, 2.5, 3. And I remember it was like my first day at my new school. And for some reason, I very vividly remember I was wearing my black leggings with like little candy peppermints on them.
Okay.
And I remember seeing like this guy with bright red hair walking past me. Very random, very mundane little thing, but I remember it very clearly for some reason.
Sometimes that's just how it works.
I can't open this without the combination.
Who works for our
What?
Best way to find out. Wonder what's on here.
Chat, they were saying that somebody works for Argolfum.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, here we got another counselor in the chat.
What did you say?
You see another career of Nancy fans.
Counseling, teaching, and librarian. Those are apparently the Nancy Drew careers.
Which kind of tracks, honestly.
Yeah.
Do you know if he has a client named Harlan
that totally tracks.
Is Harlan up to something?
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I didn't say that, but when was he paroled? Do you know?
You're going to have to wait and ask Mr. Garrett.
Someone they're friends with on Toontown. Lulu the parrot in game. That's so
My
funny.
number is 523
Not me.
555 4399.
Oh, we've got
That's my cell
somebody who
phone.
works
He
for a
can call me
resort too,
anytime.
I'll let him know.
Thank you.
and some other things. We've got a lot of students.
Which makes me feel old.
Yeah, I know, right?
As someone who's in school as a 30, almost 32-year-old, it makes me feel very old.
Well, I just finished not long ago, so.
Congrats.
I'm the
Don't worry
baby of
about
the
it.
community, so.
This back where I found
Another teacher. We've got someone who works in a pharmacy.
If I had to categorize myself into it, I would probably fall into the librarian because I did work as a library page for over a year.
Cool. Yeah, that's how I started out.
Yeah.
Call L.
I don't think I could ever do
people
it as a career just because I don't think I could do it. But no, it's nice to be a page.
I think a lot of those, like a lot of these things, you have to like kind of have that passion for it to
Yeah.
get there.
Oh yeah.
'Cause it requires a lot of dedication.
Yeah, it's a lot of schooling and not a lot of money for some of these
For a
careers.
library, yeah.
Security guard would prove to everyone once and for all that he's gone straight.
Yeah, I
also
have
found
a
out
lot of
that he
respect
used
for
a
pharmacy
security camera to
technicians.
get the code to
Wow.
Ingrid's work area. And
Got
he
multiple
fit the
pharmacy
description of
workers
the
in
jewel
here.
thief cellmate that Detective Paris
What's your
gave
dissertation
me.
on? You know.
But I'm still going to give Harlan the benefit of the doubt until I have good reason not to. I appreciate your bringing this to my attention, though.
My dissertation was not my favorite part of my program, so.
All right, break time.
I'm so glad that
I found
the
a strange
library
hidden
science
door in
degree
the
I took
haunted
did not
house.
require a
Problem is,
dissertation.
it's locked. Do you have any idea what's behind it?
I did a
Ask
portfolio
Joy.
instead,
Nutty
and
Professor
like a
Father of hers
proposal
always had
for
these little
a
secret projects going in
study,
the
a
park, even
research
after he
study
sold his
that we
interest.
didn't actually
Miss
have to do
Santos
because
didn't
we
have the
didn't
heart
have the
to do
money
them out.
for it.
I need to make a dowel to replace this broken one
Real.
from the
What
band.
kind of proposal
Would it
did
be
you do?
alright if I used your equipment?
I was
won't
doing
make
a
a mess,
study
I
on
promise.
young adults
Got a lathe,
using the
wooden
library
rods,
because
safety goggles?
most
Knock
of the
yourself
time
out. I gotta
when
go
you're
run
in
an
a
errand
public
though, so
library,
try
you're
not to
either
cut off
focused
any
on youth
appendages until I get back.
through high school or like adults, like
It's
who
all
are
fun and
older.
games until
So I was
somebody
trying to
loses an
do
eye.
I was doing a research study on, yeah, like the in between like an 18-year-old and when they come back to the library and they have kids, that kind of like the singles, the younger singles group. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I
Got
feel
Dude
they are
Fax Machine
underserved.
at Endgame.
I was about to say. Yeah, I was like, I don't want to like cut in, but I was like, okay, good. There's a little lull, and Austin's bringing up the fact that dude Fax Machine is indeed at the end game,
Dude Fax
and
Machine is
it's
at
Elliot.
Endgame.
And if you don't, so we're gonna throw the jewels at him, and if you don't throw the jewels at him, then he like strangles Nancy.
Because that's
Yep.
a
It's
realistic
like
response.
nasty,
That's what you
dude.
should do.
It's like
Yep, Yandema says, dude, Fax Machine 10 is almost done with the run.
Here we are, the
That
carousel.
is very true,
After this,
Yantama.
you'll just have one fun credit left on your card. Have a good one.
left on your card.
And Camilla is still going strong.
The carousel will be starting.
You got this,
After that
Camilla.
brass ring.
The brass ring. Oh, and his hands clipping into his hair model. Classic.
Yes.
Classic, dude. Alright. Almost time for Dude Fax Machine.
Here comes the brass ring. Get ready. Gotcha.
Oh, joy. This is it.
Actually, I don't want it to be. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, no.
And 2
He just gets folded.
Da, 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 da.
Yep.
Almost done.
So he should be dead, right?
Yes, after that. I'm pretty sure
37.
he landed straight on his
Perfect.
tailbone. Probably broke his spine. My
Yeah,
gosh.
he just got cooked.
Good game, Dude
Yeah.
Fax Machine.
Thank you, Dude
Yeah.
Fax Machine.
Good job.
Thank you for that awesome run. You got 42 minutes, by the way, just so you know. Just figured
Very
you'd want to know.
solid.
42, again, timing is probably off a little bit, but this says 42 even, so just gonna put that out there. Yeah,
Another
so
farm in the chat.
let's see. Meteo, your
That's
comment
cool.
on,
Yep.
and
Hello, Medio.
Hello. Oh my god, I love Dude Fax Machine 10.
I know, he's really, I mean, bro is
I
just,
think we're all set. I know the tune
bro is
and
the
I've got a
goat.
harmonica. Play it for my
Alright,
house and see what
who,
happens.
is there someone who's commentating for you? I thought I just saw.
Heartless.
Heartless,
Heartless
yeah,
is
okay,
already
that's what I
here.
thought. That's what I thought, okay.
Yep,
That's what I thought,
because I
okay.
know this run.
I was like, I remember Heartless volunteered for 2, can't remember
So I
which
was
2.
like, I think it's
It's a goodie.
HS, but okay. Yep.
Yes, it
So
is.
you're good to start your stream whenever you're ready.
Over and over
And
and over, always the same horse, always the same
you
black horse.
are. Alright, you're good to start your run whenever you're ready.
It was not the lead horse,
Okay.
and it was not spectacular.
Alright, I am gonna mute again for this, because this
You
one is
got it.
more likely for me to... Yeah.
I can't remember.
22108. Alright, just gonna jot that down.
Unless and until you remember the name of that horse. You loved it so much that
Okay.
your mother bought it for you.
She was the one who bought the horse off the carousel? Then I know the name.
Glory!
Glory. That's right. Glory. My mother gave him to me for my birthday.
I thought you said
My
Laurie, and I
fourth
thought we were
birthday.
about to have a
She
fun
died in a car
little
accident
women
that very
discussion.
night.
No,
I was like,
Little
that's
Women?
different.
I wonder
It's like,
what
who's
happened
mentioning
to
Laurie?
it. I hated the park after my mother died. I hated the carousel.
Timothy
And I
Chalamet
hated that
Oh my
horse.
god.
I blamed it for what happened to my mother.
has entered
I
the
had my
chat.
father destroy it.
But your father did not
I am
destroy
here
it.
for it.
Instead, he stored it. He
So
hoped
yeah,
that
fun
someday,
fact.
with the help
This
of
actually I
the
lied earlier when I said
magnificent
clock was the first game I
machine,
speed ran.
you would
The,
come
the
to
first one I
terms
speed ran for a
with your
speedathon was clock.
And because that is what you
We
are
did
doing,
races back
here is
back
the
in the
third
day.
and final
Yandema and a couple of us. Yeah, it was
for the
Scorpio
book
Carnage,
you and I
Yandema,
used to read about
a
Kessler
couple other
and
people
the
that probably no one's heard of.
medium-so-kind
would do these friendly Nancy Drew races. There'd be like 3 to 5 of us, and the first one we did was actually Danger on Deception Island. It just was a long time ago, and I didn't record it, so there's no proof it ever happened. But
Trust you.
Let's give him a call. I've got
so
his
yeah,
number.
there were 5 of us that day,
Nancy,
and it was my first speedrun ever.
I turned the power off to the
I
roller
don't
coaster
think we
and caused the
practiced very
accident
much
that
either,
shut
and
down
I
the
came in
park.
3rd out of
I
5.
blamed Miss Santos
So,
for
and
my
I
father's
beat
death,
Scorpio
just like I
Carnage.
blamed that
It
horse
was one of
for
the
what happened to
OG
my mother.
Nancy Drew speedrunners. And she I'd never let her live.
That's a
it.
name
She
I haven't
hates
heard
it.
in
I have to go see
a
Miss
long
Santos and
time.
apologize.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, well, Veronica mentioned her yesterday. Because apparently the route for Shattered Medallion is very similar to the route that Scorpio Carnage came up with. It hasn't changed much.
Telling her I'm some kind of
So,
jewel thieving peeping
anyway,
Tom.
so this was my first speed
She
run,
called.
and it was like
hired me
super
because
chill.
she
Like
thought I
I was,
deserved a second
yeah, I
chance.
think
She
some of them
wanted to make
streamed
sure I
it. I
hadn't
did
betrayed her
not.
trust,
So it was
which
the
I
honor
hadn't, by the
system
way.
as
It's just
far
that when I
as you
found
know
out
who
you'd been
got
spying on
there
some of your
first.
coworkers.
I wasn't
Yandama won, of
spying
course.
on them. I really think that
And
to do
then
my
there was
job
another person
right,
who came
I should
second.
be
I was
able to
third.
go
And Scorpio
anywhere in the
Carnage
park.
was
In
right
case
behind
of
me fourth, and then there was another
emergencies.
person
So
who I
maybe
think
I'm
got
trying a little
pretty
too
lost
hard.
and ended
Maybe
up
people's
finishing
entry code
much
should be
after
off
the rest
limits.
of us.
It's
But
just
anyway,
this
that
job
was
means
fun.
everything to me.
Of course,
I don't wanna
they
screw
had been
it up.
doing these
I guess
races
I
for a
was a little
while,
overzealous too.
and
I'm really sorry. I'll see you
dude,
around.
Max Q
Oh
won.
my
You were
god.
second.
Did you
Oh my god.
Q won that race. Oh, yeah, Dama was second then. Okay.
I stepped out for a second, and
That's
when I
right.
came back, somebody
raced
left
with
this
you.
envelope
Dude, the
on my
real
desk.
dude fax
Looks like it's
machine
for you.
in the
Put your
chat.
name on
The
it anyway.
real actual dude
First
fax machine.
chat.
The dude
First.
fax machine?
Here, let me toss that
My
out.
man.
I want to apologize for jumping all over you like that before.
Yeah,
The more I thought
you're right.
about it,
You did win
the
that
more
race,
I
and you were
realized
second.
that I would have done just what you did. No hard feelings.
Anyway,
No hard
it was
feelings.
a fun time. And that was when I got the speedrunning bug. Was,
Shout out.
They had
Dude fax
shout out,
machine.
guys. Yeah,
Everyone,
shout out to the fax machine.
go ahead and go give Dude Fax Machine a follow.
Oh my god.
Because he's a totally legit streamer.
Uh-huh.
The account totally wasn't just made 10 minutes ago.
My name is Nancy Drew. I saw the article you wrote about Rob Kessler.
He's trying to go for
Electric
partner,
Hot
guys.
Sheet
Trust.
magazine.
Partner push.
Well, seeing as you're pretty much
And
an
the
expert on
if you
Kessler
click
as
on the
well as
name, it
Carousel,
totally
I was
it's
hoping you could
completely a
answer my question
glitch,
for me.
guys. That it says account created
Did you
1
happen to
minute
know
ago.
the nickname Rolf Kessler gave
I
his
mean,
Amelia?
that's, you know,
Yeah, totally a glitch. I've heard of that happening before.
silly
Yeah,
Twitch.
totally.
Silly
Twitch
Twitch.
is so weird.
So quirky, you know.
Twitch is so bizarre, guys.
You know.
Salem,
And
hello.
Salem
Thank you
with
for
the
the raid.
raid.
Raiders.
Salem, what were you guys playing? What's going on?
Yeah, okay.
Welcome,
We're
welcome.
on 2 minutes ago.
2 minutes, okay, yeah.
Salem, how was your stream? What were you guys up to?
The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. What's that?
Oh, I watched Salem play that a
Dr.
little while
Decker.
ago.
Dr. Decker is a wild game. It's a lot.
Good game.
Circuitry is so bizarre. It works though.
We beat it and got the killer. Hey, that's dub in my bag.
Nice.
That's a big dub.
Back to Spy Master Bishop.
I think we can get we can get Dude Fax Machine to at least 50 followers right now.
I mean, there's so many people in this stream right now.
There's
Exactly.
66.
We can get at least 50 of those people to fun.
And poor Celeb broke a bowl while they were washing their while he was washing his
no.
Christmas mug. He broke a bowl.
Okay,
Oh,
the
it's a
killer's
randomized
randomized.
killer. Interesting. Okay. Okay.
That looks tight enough.
That looks tight enough.
I need to take this red tag back to Harlan.
Camilla's still
Hey,
making her
Nancy,
way
what's up?
through. Getting to the end.
Could you please turn the juice back on to the dummy in the
You're doing a
haunted house that
nice
Ingrid
run
was
here.
fixing? Here's the
Thank you.
tag.
You've really got the system down, don't you? I'll just
Okay,
flip the
so
switch and you'll be
apparently
good to go.
I'll see you
we're
around.
getting the
Sounds
list
good.
here from Holt Scotto, and apparently there are certain spots where male crabs appear and certain spots where female crabs appear. So for for the run, we always go look in a particular spot for the male crab.
It's interesting hearing how different of a game you're playing. Playing it trying to keep the patient sane this time, but I'm planning to replay and go full in
That's so crazy out of
while
context.
we're over here catching Dungeness crabs.
We'll just rip TBH. I mean,
Oh
that
joy,
that
that's it.
sweater, you know.
Oh my gosh.
He's been like
And Camilla's at the end.
boating things like where he has to use his muscles to like pull the sails up and
Throw it
spin
in
the
the
winches
face.
and all that.
A letter. Joy's father must have left it for her. Let me read it.
Let me read it.
Just fully
Nancy,
have first
Nancy,
eyes on this letter.
Well, luckily in the speedrun, we do not even glance at it. Congrats, you're sorry that happened to you or whatever.
Yeah. I ain't reading all that.
Everyone believed you were just a hopeless procrastinator. But this is the real reason you're behind in your work, isn't it?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're not going to get to tell
It's so wild that you can do that royal flush puzzle before you even know you need to do it.
They're diamonds. Real
It is
diamonds.
nice to be able to set that up.
Well, little icing on the cake.
That's right.
Wait, you want him? Here. Boink. Ouch.
Boink.
Hey, my hands are gonna clip through the model of my hair.
Oh my god.
Again.
We saw this puzzle earlier too. Ranch.
Poor Elliot.
Now we're gonna fold him in half and break his spine again. Super
Yeah.
fun.
Go kill Elliot. That sounds so
Kill
bad.
Elliot. Kill Elliot. Kill Elliot.
Kill Elliot.
Fold him, fold him, fold him. Yeah.
Fold him like a sandwich.
Or the next 10 years.
All right. 229.
Dear Ned,
22. Right.
Yay! Good
Good
job.
game, Camilla.
Thank you.
Nicely done.
And that was a full, like I said, 42, pretty much 42 even from Dude Facts Machine, and a 45.05 from Camilla. So not that far
Nice.
off. Really not that far
Close.
off.
Nicely done.
Very, very well done.
Let me know when I can share.
Yep. Go ahead and
yeah,
share.
you can start sharing, Camilla. You can stop and you can leave if you like.
Mhm.
You did so good.
Thank you.
So good. Nicely done.
Good luck.
All right, I'm gonna hop off commentating. Let you guys enjoy
Sweet.
Deception Island.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, bye.
And
Good luck. Bye.
you are good. You're good whenever, Em. All right. 2:30:09. Perfect.
Why does my stream keep getting like 20 seconds behind?
Oh.
So weird.
Yeah, mine does too.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'm gonna.
It's at the end of the dock. Just
There we
always
go,
wear
it's
your
better.
life jacket. And don't go past the channel markers. And if the fog starts coming in, head to shore fast.
All right, game should be turned up a little bit more. Let me know if it's
And
like.
never go out without a GPS. That's a global positioning system.
Don't forget to change the name.
Your bunk's the empty one
And
below.
yep, let me get Em's thing up here.
You guys have been
Can
so
you-
close with your times. This is gonna be a close race. Even
Hey.
with media start.
Oh jeez.
I also just made a misstep, so it might catch up a little bit.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
Nobody's out till they're out.
Yep. You guys
True.
could get
Hey.
tripped up on the memory game.
I
Yeah.
expected to be a little bit,
Memory
a little
game?
bit,
I'm gonna
a
be
little bit of a lag
honest.
between me.
I'm gonna be honest. Memory game could be poopy doo doo. Big time.
Poopy Doo Doo, is that like the artist in the Secret of Scarlet Hand?
No, that's the scientific term for when things go wrong. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Little
highly
known fact.
scientific. I am in the biology program. I can say that it's definitely the
Yeah,
scientific
back me up on
term.
this. Back me up on this, Jake. Yeah.
I got your back. I got your back, Steve. It is definitely 100% totally the real
Oh my
scientific
God.
term for when things go wrong.
They're steering clear of the
Poopy doo doo.
which cost them
It
time
is.
and fuel.
It's
People say she should be
Latin
captured
and
towed out to
French.
sea. And what do
I
you
don't
think?
know.
I agree with the
Sure.
no boat zone.
Sounds good.
I also think that if she's found to be sick, she should be shipped to a research facility for treatment,
Okay,
not
that's how you
returned
spell
to
it.
her pod.
Not
I said
returned.
only much more strongly.
Did
Andy Jason. Andy does whale watching tours too. If I had $1 for every time he's come here trying to talk me into selling out to him, I wouldn't be fixing this engine.
I'd be buying a new one. Laugh track. Insert laugh track.
Oh no. It'd be a shame for you not to go kayaking. I know. Bike to the Hot Kettle Cafe and see if Holt Scotto will.
Oh yeah, Paris. We have talk indicators for all of us, so you guys can actually see who's talking.
HS. What are you asking me? Oh, that's somebody else. There's actually 2 people with those initials in this game.
Heartless Stream. Oh man, I don't know if anyone has the AJ.
Yeah. AJ, I
Oh
don't know.
no, you didn't get free food from Jenna? Oh, that's a shame.
Boo.
There's only one time you can get a blueberry muffin, I think.
Got yourself a newcomer.
Well, now, why would you want to do a thing like that?
That depends on what you mean.
She is stingy with the muffins.
The whale and heck with everybody else crusader types like she is, are you?
Is that what you think Katie is?
Her true colors came out real clear last night. Us fishermen don't count. All that matters is rescuing that poor, precious orca out there. To heck with people trying to make a living. Of course, is the way she makes her living being hurt by that whale? Why, no.
Oh, you need to start doing your own work.
Now, ain't that the oddest thing?
Her boat was ransacked this morning.
She ticked
Well,
off
the
a lot of people
point is
last night.
that
That's what she
he wants someone else to be able to do it.
Welcome to Snake Horse Harbor, home of Cadborosaurus.
Not for the chess problem. That's just Holt being lazy.
I was gonna say, is that the excuse we're using for all the work that they make Nancy do in like Twister? And it'll be good to pull yourself up by your bootstraps and learn some practical skills.
Oh my gosh, the
Like
same
chess.
animation for both at the same time, different parts of the run. That was funny.
Is it a friendly sea monster?
What do you mean? It's highly important you be able to find someone and ask to take their picture.
Hey, actually a good skill. My parents used to make me talk to waiters to get over my social anxiety.
Oh my god.
Like if I wanted to know where the bathroom was, they wouldn't point it out to me. They would be like, "You should ask a waiter." And it would be like, "Oh my god, I am 6."
Yeah.
Waiting in the harbor.
Oh no.
My mom used to do the same thing, and then like I don't know. I never had too much anxiety when it came to like waiters and stuff. Everywhere else, oh, absolutely, but
back then. An easy way for some of the town's citizens to make money.
I don't know. Waiters are weirdly intimidating. It's like they control your food. If they don't like me, maybe they don't feed me.
Sure. I got a spare right here in my duffel.
And that's how the social anxiety of a child works.
This is a little seamanship quiz I whipped up. I'm thinking about making people pass it before they're allowed to rent any kind of watercraft once I become harbor master. Here, the idea is to cut down.
Carries around a gym bag full of chess books and probably live crabs, says
Nobody's actually taken it yet. I need a guinea pig.
And that would be me.
It's like don't worry about those.
Yeah, you reach in there for the chess book and a crab gets you.
What do you think all of the people that Nancy talks to think about Nancy in these very like in what game do you think Nancy seems the most unhinged?
I made a royal flush.
Shadow at the Water's Edge.
Yeah, Water's Edge, Trail of the Twister.
Spy is pretty unhinged.
Spy is pretty unhinged.
But Nancy is not in that game.
Yeah, Nancy's like the straight man of that game. Everyone else is like in a completely different genre.
Yeah. Oh, Phantom of Venice, definitely, yeah.
That should do it.
Yeah, Finn is the sassiest. She is. Venice, yeah, she's pretty unhinged.
Like, Silent Spy is incredibly unhinged, but Nancy herself is not unhinged in that game.
I made a royal flush.
Yeah, I just think of any game where she's like collecting something random and and just like carrying around all of these various miscellaneous things like the jetpack. The jetpack in Malloy. Wait. That
Well,
one's
that might have
not
sealed
Malloy.
it.
Poopy Juju has been pinned.
SS. Maybe this rope off from a ship.
Okay, Barry, when you put it like that, yes, Shadow at Water's Edge, Nancy is pretty uncouth.
What do you think you're doing?
Jeez, sorry.
Those signs over there
Loud
saying no
Holt.
trespassing,
Loud
which
Holt
means
moment.
keep out, which means you,
Sorry,
girly.
yeah, Loud Holt.
Girly?
Leave.
But I just...
Now.
My name for the split at that
Which
point
means
is
you,
Holt Screaming.
Holt Screaming? Literally.
Yeah, sorry, I turned my game volume down so I could hear the commentary better, and that was the result.
You again?
I'm sorry for trespassing like that.
So
I'm really glad you could hear that.
Just bring me that male crab and you'll be home
Oh,
free.
yes, this
I've got a
mini game.
male crab, I think.
Let's have a look. Right as ring. Congratulations. Here's your GPS. Just turn around and
See, said I would say White Wolf when she's asking about the planets is weird, except I did that as a kid because I love Sailor Moon.
Nice.
So it's like everyone has to have their planet. What do you mean you don't have a favorite planet minus Saturn?
That's an actual reason to ask that question, though.
Yeah.
That questionnaire was not.
In her defense, both Tino and her employer made her.
Yeah.
Chantal like forced her to be weird.
Oh no, it's definitely Tino's fault. But yeah.
Yeah, Tino is also super unhinged.
Also,
True.
thank you everyone for dropping your favorite Sailor Moon in chat. This makes me very happy. Jupiter's my second pick.
Good night.
So, out
feedback.
of curiosity, what planet does everybody agree with? This
Planet
may or
X.
may not be used to determine if you are bombing the place.
Planet X.
Okay, that answer was some insane nerd BS.
Yeah, true.
It will be. I've actually heard people talk about Planet X in real life. I'm just like, what, dude?
I don't know what all those
I forgot to spin for the tour.
story I've ever read.
Mm.
So far, so good. I don't know.
I love that people are just hiding things in shells in this game. Like, that is not a
Right?
place for pieces of paper.
I'm getting there.
Maybe it's a really hard to open shell.
Seen everything that's in here yet.
At least you're still in Whale World. You can wander off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I loved the spinner when I was a kid. I would just sit here and want to
I
spin this
know.
thing forever.
I wish we could like play more and spin it again.
It's like, yeah, no, let me keep spinning.
What can I get for you, Nancy?
It would be nice because the clinky clink or whatever the noise it makes is pretty sweet.
It's very satisfying.
How long ago was that?
Yeah, there's a couple of puzzles in Nancy Drew that have just like some very satisfying sound engineering attached to them.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ooh, that
Aggregation
is
is one of my favorite mini games with sound effects.
What kind of things?
It's just so satisfying.
Yeah.
End of story. No matter what Miss Fancy Schmancy science degree says, other people may
Who
be
is the most
bamboozled
unhinged
by all her
NPC in the
data
Nancy Drew
charts and
games?
field
Ooh.
tests and
Ooh,
whatnot,
Sunny is
not
pretty
Boo.
unhinged.
The only thing she wants is to get that whale into an
Ryan
aquarium.
is pretty
It wouldn't
unhinged.
surprise me if Katie's been
Yeah.
secretly feeding it, which is against the law, by the way. And
I
you
mean,
know
if
what
phone
else? It
contacts
wouldn't
count, we
surprise
gotta
me
put
if she
Casey
trashed
up there.
her own boat.
Oh,
Casey.
true.
Casey, definitely. I love Casey so much, though.
Would assume that Holt did it
Zoo
and not want
from
to vote for
Danger
him.
by
I got
Design.
an idea. Let's change the subject.
Legally obligated to mention Scott.
She made a necklace for me.
Yeah.
Prettiest thing I
Like,
own.
sir,
yeah.
you did not have to do any of those
Maybe I'll show you
things.
something. It's kind of a long
He
story,
really did way
but
too
I'd
much for
really
what he
love to see
wanted.
that necklace. Problem is, my home's across town.
But
and
there
I'm
was
alone on
way
the trail,
easier ways to
which
do
means I've
what
gotta
he
go
wanted.
clamming before I
There
can even
were.
think about doing
As someone
anything
who
else.
got out of Oklahoma, there were so many options
Okay,
he
if you
had.
get the clams, I'll go
And
get
here's the
necklace.
clamming
We can
glitch,
put 'em in here. 15
Yay.
do it.
which
That's
is the
limit
best
anyway.
part of the
But you
run.
also need a permit.
But you gotta be
And if he
careful
gets too
because
many, crash
It's been
it.
fun talking to
yep,
you. Later,
you gotta be
Gator.
careful if you pick more than 15, it crashes. Because the game's like,
I'm
you're not
gl-
supposed to have more than 15. Error.
So what if she did?
I'm glad I was muted because I was counting out loud to myself for that.
This chess problem I've been working on is giving me
Yeah,
fits.
that's
Here, solve it for
valid.
me, and I'll let you see what Hilda gave me. Feel free to look at the chess book in my duffel bag if you need help. Let me know when you're through.
Do we think Prudence is unhinged, or is Prudence just
Oh, she's
Prudence?
definitely unhinged.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're in
100%.
agreement.
Yes, there.
I want the Nancy Drew game where you can team up with Prudence.
Done with that chess problem yet?
Unhinged diva.
Right as rain.
So what do you think would happen if you put Hotchkiss and Prudence in the same room?
Handles made of screen.
Oh my gosh.
Never would tell me why.
How chaotic would that be?
Yeah, this feels like we could have like a tournament chart. Like we put Prudence and Tino in a room, and Prudence totally kicks Tino's butt. And then we
Yeah.
put Prudence and Hotchkiss in a room. And then we really see who comes up on top. Comes out on top? I don't know what the saying is.
I mean, yeah, Prudence
Looks
talks
like
to her
maybe
husband.
on the memory game.
Hi there.
Yep,
Welcome.
which is one
What
of
can I
the
do you for?
few instances of RNG in
Wales
this run.
rule. Hi, Nancy.
I'd like to play the games in your center, but it looks like I need
On senior mode, they go across screens too, right?
All the
Yep.
games. It will also keep
Yeah.
track of what games you've won, and it'll let you play all the games as many times as you want.
I need a clam.
Vivian is also unhinged. Yeah.
One from you?
Yeah.
Ordinarily, you
God.
could.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
lots of
That kid
paperwork, and
definitely a
I'm kinda busy right
dinosaur.
now. Of course, if someone wanted to volunteer to help me,
What kind of help do you need?
inside that box marked
Who's more unhinged, Tutu or Lulu?
monster might look like in skeletal form. Assemble it for me, and I'll not only give you a permit, but I'll throw in a free clam
Eustacia
trip.
is pretty unhinged
And
as
remember,
well.
Wales
Yeah.
rule!
Prudence and Hotchkiss talking in Cappies who make the lamp light shatter. Oh, yeah.
But you hate Tutu?
Cuckoo what? Fruit!
No. Tutu wants cake. No, wait. Sorry, I got it mixed up. Tutu wants fruit, yeah. Lulu wants cake.
Opera singer Cuckoo is pretty unhinged. Oh, yeah, that's one of her tricks.
That might be the best I have ever done doll, by the way.
Nice.
Woo!
Good job.
Throughout the
Yeah, that looked pretty clean.
Cuckoo, I think, is the result of some inbreeding.
There's very limited wildlife on that island.
Exactly. The dance on the perch, yeah, that's cute. Cuckoo's up there with Brenda. Ouch.
I don't know who my least favorite character is. Do any of you?
I would say Tony, Stellari.
Tony, yeah. A bunch of people in the chat said Brenda earlier. Joy. Well, we don't have to deal with Joy anymore in this relay. Bye, Austin.
Yeah.
Marcus and Tony. I love Marcus.
Love Marcus, yeah.
He's a jerk, but he's hilarious. Oh yeah, the getting the perch for Cuckoo, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I spent forever trying to find Cuckoo the right frickin' stick.
So bad.
I won the whale watching tour. All right.
Patrick from Med is actually the most unhinged character. Yeah, because he's so unhinged, I don't even know what he's talking about.
Good.
The spinner was a fart just now.
Bingo. Oh yeah. Bingo. Bingo. Oh yeah. Bingo. Oh yeah.
I think M's making pretty good time here.
Wow, am I a creative?
Definitely making up some time.
Hi, Nancy.
How far behind would you say? I don't.
Well, congratulations. I'll
Couple
give you an
minutes,
exclusive
maybe.
tour. Just
2
be
3
here.
minutes.
Sounds great.
Would be my guess.
That's it?
I think so. Maybe it. I don't know. That's my guess, just from vibes and feeling. I have not been.
Yeah, I just took note of where Media's at, so we can kind of see whenever M gets down here.
Okay.
Because Medio got in these tunnels at about 2:48-ish.
Thank you for the great tour and for letting me use your camera.
My pleasure.
I understand that Hilda Swenson
So hard to
gave you a
tell
present?
time when it comes to speed running. Like things that take, I think, take only a few seconds actually take several minutes. Things that seem like they take forever was actually only like 30 seconds.
Even if I really
Yeah, that's the thing that really stunned me whenever I started learning speedruns is like, oh wow, I really thought this section would take longer.
Right? And things you think take no time at all are actually the longest parts.
Anyway, center the tube over the hole.
And usually those are like the collecting puzzles, like having to route in all the dumb coins for
Thanks for your time.
Have a good
ice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because you have to route in the raccoon one pretty early.
Mm-hmm.
It's like even when you get familiar with a speed run, it still feels like time is completely backwards. I never will accurately estimate how long things take.
Yeah, especially whenever there's the elements of RNG, so it's like, oh, this probably will take no time at all, and then next thing you know, you've played 20 rounds with Monty or something.
Oh no. Not the 20 rounds of Monty.
It's okay. I didn't do 20 rounds of Monty, I just did 20 rounds of Fox and Geese.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I felt so bad. That was rough. That and the Betty and Bull today are just.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh
Salem.
yeah.
You'll never guess what happened. While I was home getting that necklace for you, somebody broke in here.
And Yandema and the Scopa yesterday.
What's weird?
Mhm.
Me
Oh boy, yeah.
Like bread and eggs and stuff like that. But
I genuinely don't know how you did Fox and Geese. I would have crashed out completely.
both doors were locked when I got here, and none of the windows.
I had some very choice words for Bill that luckily nobody was able to hear.
Please be my guest.
Yes, exactly.
Just holler.
I do stand by what I said, and I am going to hunt Bill for sport next time. I'll be the fox and he be the geese.
I'm all for this. Can I join?
Just do. Yeah. You know what? I'm part of the Bill Kessler hate club. There we go.
There you go.
If Bill Kessler has only one hater, I'm going to be it.
And I was like, what scope of predicament? Never happened.
Yeah, Yandema was like, that was a body double.
That might have been the other guy, the fax machine guy. You never know. We're all going on hunts for specific ND NPCs. I'm hunting me some Casey Porterfield. Sorry, not sorry.
If there's no haters, Sapphire killed or converted us.
Yep. Sapphire will not be convinced otherwise. Bill is daddy.
You know, I gotta respect it. We all have our favorites. You know, I don't expect anyone to come along with me on the Scott train, but
What is this card thing?
There's a couple people on the Scott train.
I feel like we need to make a Scott support group. Like,
Yeah, honestly.
What was that?
God.
yeah, I see Tui in chat. Tui knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I bet that's how those burglars got in here.
That was a mistake.
It's all right. You're doing great.
Okay, so it looks like it's more than. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Never mind. Chase.
I love Chase.
I found this piece of wood on the beach. There's something
Are we
strange about it.
hunting
What do you
Chase?
mean?
Why are
Let's
we
see
hunting
it. Ouch,
Chase?
those splinters are sharp.
I mean, I'm fine not hunting Chase, but Chase is just every single guy I went to high school with.
Does anything about it look familiar to you?
No, not to me.
That's
But it
fair.
might to someone else I know. Casey Porter.
Arlen.
He works at the
Who's
Marriott.
the?
Are we talking about Daddy now? Is that what we're talking about?
Well, going back to characters I would hunt for sport, who's the guy in the basement in Twister?
I have a headlamp.
Oh,
Frosty.
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 I can hardly see straight, let alone
If Frosty talked less, I would probably like him. But oh my gosh.
Here you go.
I'm starving.
The
That was
gaslighting alone
fabulous.
makes me
Thank
want to
you.
hide him.
Okay.
Yeah, the gaslighting is what killed me because he was like,
Yeah.
"You broke the camera. You didn't get it." Blah, blah.
The whole time.
Well, and then you go confront him and he's like, hey, Nancy, sorry about the big nose thing. And it's like, I'll give you a big nose once my fist connects with it.
Exactly.
You give him mice to shut him up, yeah.
Whenever my housemate is like mad at work, I tell her she can take my cat and release Bedelia at her place of work. And that's what I feel like I should do with the rats in the basement.
Good night, Tino. Gunnar definitely made you real peeved. Do you want to hunt Gunnar?
Oh gosh. Oh. Gunnar's the kid from Cap, right?
Nope, that's Lucas. Gunnar is the grumpy dude in Sea of Darkness.
Oh, right. I liked Gunnar.
Did you seriously just confuse
I
Lucas
realized
and
that I
Gunnar?
accidentally muted myself.
Did you seriously just mess up Lucas and Gunnar?
I'm not
Did you
good at
seriously just do
names.
that?
I'm not good at names,
Steve, I love that you just unmuted for that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
I have been talking for like the last 5 minutes and I did not
J-Cat,
realize it.
yeah,
Yeah, good on.
Welcome back, J-Cat.
if you,
I'm like, man,
well,
I feel like everybody's ignoring me. No one's talking to me.
well,
And then I looked down, I'm like, oh wait, why is there a red microphone next to my name? Oh wait, shoot.
Yeah, that tiny little lady hands line is kind of annoying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But I do love Dunner.
Yeah, Rich got me from a man with 3 fingers.
I think my thing about fictional
You mean
misogynists,
there's a lucky
especially fictional misogynists in Nancy Drew, is that it's a lot easier to laugh at them. Like they're just so comically awful. Scott
I just
played
realized
not so
I skipped,
what
like,
are
5
you
steps.
18?
What do
Oh
you mean?
no.
I skipped like 5 steps.
Oh no.
I'm way ahead of where I should be right now, and I have to go back.
Oh, what'd you miss?
I completely skipped reading Hilda's email.
Ah. Yeah.
You got it, Media.
Who's the worst female Nendy character? Yeah, I think overwhelmingly Brenda was
Tony.
voted earlier.
Tony and Brenda.
Tony and Brenda are both pretty awful.
Which games are Brenda and Tony from?
Yeah.
Alibi and Ashes.
Okay, that's the game that me and my wife are going to play
Simone
together.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Dema, I agree. Simone, like, oh my god.
Lisa is not great either.
Why can't we just talk face to face?
Yeah, but I don't want to punch her in the face like with Brenda and Tony.
You don't? I want to punch her.
Not as much.
We will?
Not as much. I want to punch her, but not as much as I want to punch Brenda and Tony.
I want to pepper spray Lisa in the face. Yeah, it's her voice. It's just grating.
Yeah. Paris, I disagree. They said Alibi is the worst game for ND girls in general, Deirdre, Brenda, and Tony. I agree with Brenda and Tony, but I love Deirdre and Alibi and Ashes. I think they really fleshed out her character, and I liked her in that game.
Spicy devil villain venom. Oh, okay. Thanks for stopping by, Reliant K fan. Yeah, you should probably lurk if you haven't seen the end of this game, because we're getting there.
Yeah.
And we just crossed the 3-hour mark for this segment.
Woo!
Simone walks so Brenda can run and be the most awful person.
True. I think ranking the 3, I would put Brenda, Tony right behind her, and then Simone.
Can we make it 4? 4 hours? I hope not. I need to go to bed.
Something would have to go wrong with both me and M. Like something big would have to go wrong with our runs.
Like a computer crash or something. Yeah. Please don't manifest that.
Yeah.
Yeah, please no.
Not so good right now.
We're going to wish good things for our runners.
Yeah.
Like one of them is going to discover a magical glitch to just teleport them onto the boat at the end.
Actually, that
Sure.
is what it says.
Fun fact, actually something like that does exist in this game, but it's way too unreliable to use.
Oh
Yeah.
I saw that.
I asked about it too, and like it's just way too hard to replicate.
Yep.
Yeah. Not even trying. I will probably at some point play with it more in casual, or not casual runs, but like runs where it doesn't matter, but not for today.
replicated it once and never again.
Nice.
Can you imagine if someone pulled it off though, like right now?
I know, right? Be crazy.
Like they're just doing it normal, all of a sudden they teleport, like, oh.
That's the problem.
It's like, oh, what's going on? Oh, gotta save the whales.
Certainly. Just hold it up to the phone for a couple of seconds and I'll take a reading.
I still can't believe that glitch. Like, it's crazy. I wish it was more reliable.
You will, however, need to take a look at your sample under a
Oh,
microscope.
apparently Yandel says they can find the glitch to teleport to the dog boat.
Yeah, that's the glitch.
All right, we'll get started.
The dog
Where
boat?
did you find this wood?
It's a piece
Well, to the pier. To the dock.
Is the wood sample black, brown?
Apparently, if you do like a very weirdly specific order of things in the sea caves, you can glitch out to the ghost dog's dock and then glitch right back onto Katie's boat. So that's the glitch
Why?
Yandema's talking about.
They have the elements from the Ghost Dog doc in this game?
That's kind of what makes it so unreliable. Because it shouldn't happen, but it does. Vote
Okay,
for
I
Holt found
thought
on their playthrough.
I thought Yandemo was just screwing with us and being like, oh yeah, you
No,
can
like it's an
teleport to a
actual
whole
glitch.
different game. But no, they actually have the dog assets.
Yeah, the assets of
So to my understanding, Yandema, correct me if I'm wrong, I likely am. They're both labeled with the same scene number. So if you have both and the files are like crossed somehow, then you can make the glitch happen.
Oh, do you have to have both the games installed?
Yeah.
That's
I think
wild.
so. And so what happened in Vote for Holt's playthrough was like they were in the sea caves, turned around, and they just like glitched out into ghost dogs, like on the dock.
Even
And
with both games installed, it's still like it's
Yeah.
ridiculous
Oh,
to
yeah.
replicate because
Very
I have both
unreliable.
games installed.
Yeah. But that's crazy.
I really
Wow.
appreciate your doing this for me, Casey.
And then like it had the music for ghost dogs and everything too. And then they like moved forward and they were on Katie's boat looking at the fish freezer.
God, I love these games.
It's so crazy. Yeah, please somebody figure out how to replicate that. That's amazing.
Yeah, exactly, Celeb. You learn something new every day with Nancy Drew.
That's true.
Hello, Nancy. I commend your ability to take direction and to follow through. You're definitely a cut above, and for that, you've just been rewarded.
What am I supposed to do with this thing?
What is something that Nancy Drew has taught each of you?
Oh, so much. So much.
But like first thing you think of, because for me, I always think of learning what torque was, because I had to go ask my dad.
Roman numerals. Roman numerals and Morse code.
Morse code, yeah.
Snake Horse Harbor? Is that how you know some?
That's the first thing I think of. Because I remember being in like 4th grade, 5th grade or whatever, and we got some basic lessons on Roman numerals, and I was like, oh, yeah, I know these. Doesn't everyone know them?
Oh, that was always so satisfying whenever Nancy had
True.
like already taught us something.
How to crack safes. Whale
Yeah.
school.
I love the railroad code from Ice.
Hi, this is Nancy.
Nancy Drew. Any luck finding what shipwreck that piece of driftwood came from?
Once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy.
Call from Nancy Drew.
Casey, that's me. I'm Nancy Drew.
Oh, then I got some good news.
You know the name of the shipwreck?
The SS Whitechapel Dawn sank 5 years ago right there in the channel outside Snake Horse Harbor, about a mile and a half
Media,
due
are you
northwest of
still making up for the stuff that you missed before, or?
I already did it.
Oh, you already did it.
Being a pretty easy fix. I just had to take the transit time back to Katie's boat.
Went down in deep water. Real deep water. Too deep for currents to be carrying debris up from it. Just not possible.
Could a recent storm have churned things?
Yeah, I'm back on normal route now.
Gotcha.
Say something's not possible. It's not possible.
Yet somehow a piece of wood from it washed ashore. What kind of ship was the Whitechapel Dawn?
It was just a regular
Yeah,
old
ciphers.
freighter bound for San Francisco from Vancouver, British
Oh yeah, ciphers were a big one.
What rumors?
Man, being in Science Olympiad in high school on the Codebusters section, Nancy Drew was like my saving grace. Morse code was my particular specialty.
Nonograms, yeah, that's a good one too.
Love the nonograms.
Anyway, this has been fun, young lady, but I need to get back to work. By the way, I just got done emailing you something.
What?
I said I just got done emailing you something.
Great, thanks. Well,
Oh my god.
Love Casey so much.
operate heavy machinery.
Yeah, ramp back to horses is a good one. I knew some of that because I was a horse girl for a while, but I did learn some new stuff.
Alright, sing it with me now. Secret tunnel.
Secret tunnel.
Through the mountains. Secret tunnel. Oh yeah, I learned stuff about tornadoes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Stuff about the Mayans. Bits of Icelandic, German, Japanese.
That looks like the device I found in the buoy.
Yeah, I always really liked the cultural bits because I know that there would sometimes be books about like mythological creatures of whatever region we were in.
Yeah.
I think most of the stuff about hieroglyphs is wrong in the Nancy Drew game anyway.
Yeah, they're not letter to letter.
The names might be more close to what they mean. But yeah, the ciphers aren't the actual hieroglyphs. Got my ham radio license at the age of 9 because of Nancy Drew. Nice.
I love that.
I thought that was possible.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to get actually. My dad got it for funsies, just for no reason. I was like, ooh, maybe I should do that just because Nancy Drew.
Whenever I really got into Nancy Drew, my parents made the mistake of buying me like baby's first detective book that had like a bunch of survival skills in there, but it also told you how to pull fingerprints using baby powder.
Oh yeah.
And let me tell you, for a solid year, you could find random patches of baby powder all over the house and discarded bits of tape from where I had run around chasing my parents trying to yeah, it was bad.
Oh, that's not fair.
Oh my god, I love that.
Also, Zeducator, crazy story about that. My great aunt was in some way related to the family in Killers of the Flower Moon.
Oh,
She
wow.
married into their family, like a cousin or something.
That takes place in Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So this fishy
Out in the northeast,
feel like it's your fault.
up around Tulsa and Broken Arrow.
My version of your fingerprint era was invisible ink.
Oh,
everywhere in the house smelled like lemons because I was trying to write secret messages in invisible ink.
I very
At least the house.
briefly tried to do that, but my parents did not keep like lighters in the house or anything that could get hot enough to like warm it. So I gave up on that really quick.
They didn't let you play with the iron, huh?
No, unfortunately, I don't think we even had an iron. Like my parents were like those kind of people.
Well,
I don't have an iron either, but
goodbye, Hilda.
I don't have an iron, but my roommate has an iron, which takes up a lot of space in her room. And she never uses it, so I'm not quite sure why she has it even.
wild.
We can do some Bill Kessler hunting right now for Sadie.
We could.
One of the voices here is Bill Kessler's voice.
Oh, really?
Yep. The same voice actor. It's the same actor.
I knew he was evil. He's hunting orcas.
Yep.
That whole kind Canadian thing was a ruse.
Yeah, it looks like Medio is in the end game now.
The iron second chance is a life lesson.
There are, and I've gotten a second chance in the next couple seconds before when I practice, so I'm not holding my breath.
Has anyone gotten a second chance today?
No,
I did.
pleasantly.
You did earlier?
Did?
I did during clock.
Oh, yeah, really? Following the culprit, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, that's stupid. I hit a corner and
Right
it
after
just...
we were talking about how, like, on Senior, it's faster, but the chase is more difficult on Senior.
I got the one against Carl yesterday where he caught me.
I died to the jetpack.
Yep.
I don't know if anyone saw or heard how much I hit those rocks and trees while driving the snowmobile. Going out to the ridge, but it was bad, and I really thought I was gonna second chance that.
Yeah.
Medio's right at the end with the culprit here, and M is getting to the
Sorry,
final, the gateway into endgame, basically.
M is meeting the orca.
Wow.
Okay, I think that's the last.
Everyone do wow in all
The
caps
last
with
chance.
the exclamation points.
Ah, nuts.
Nuts.
Go M and go Medio.
And you should definitely have a concussion.
Oh yeah.
Like those tanks are heavy.
Yeah.
GG Medio.
GG. That was... You were definitely on my tail the entire time. It was a good race.
Good job, Medio.
3:15:26. All right.
Oh yeah, Ninja has also taught me a lot about alchemy.
Do you want me to go ahead and stop, or...
You're good to stop. You're good to stop sharing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And with that, Team 1 has won 2 segments in a row for the first time. The pattern has broken.
I did my best. I'm sorry.
You are
You're doing incredible.
You put up a good race. I definitely profited from the people before me.
Yeah. You did catch up somewhat. You was much
definitely
more ahead of you at the beginning.
I think you'll have a better time than me. I would be willing to bet on that.
Yeah, I think so, because I don't think she went back and did things as much as you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I had like a bunch of like little misclicks, but I didn't, knock on wood, I shouldn't say that yet, have anything huge.
Yeah, I think I'll take it as a win that I didn't get the new soft lock that I found of Casey when I was practicing yesterday.
Casey soft lock?
Yeah, what is it?
I called Casey the first time and then went down into the tunnels, and then I was like, oh yeah, I gotta call him again. So I went back after I got the coordinates, tried to call him again, and he would not pick up. Like, it just kept going to his answering machine, no matter where I called from.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that before. I can't remember if there was a fix or not.
They won't do anything.
Yeah, I did not even, like, I didn't think that was possible. Like, I didn't think the Casey calls would ever soft lock like that, but there they went.
I'm pretty sure I've seen that before, and I don't remember what caused it or if it was fixed.
Hi, Nancy.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was either. It was somebody playing casually.
Close up shop, but what do you need?
It turns out that Katie's been feeding the orca.
And I was like, that's
Think
weird.
you could take me for another boat ride, like right now, and pick
Yeah,
up
I mean, you don't really, like, think about it, and I feel like there's not a reason for that to be a soft lock, but it is, weirdly enough.
Some of them are weird like that.
You just got yourself a boat ride.
Yeah, it's almost like the Molina one, although there are triggers for that one that you can get out of it. But it's like 4 different things that it could be. It's wild.
So, Medio, now that you have done 2 of your 3 games, how are you feeling?
I feel a lot better than when I came into today.
Yeah.
I think I talked about this when I was doing clock, but the first couple like hours leading up to it, when the segment started, I was like, oh god, it's happening, and like my stomach felt like it was gonna like do cartwheels. My legs were shaking the entire time. I was pacing at one point because I just could not sit still. And then it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, that's really how I feel. I'm kind of glad that 2 of my runs were today instead of, 1 today and 2 tomorrow, because it feels like the hardest part is past me, and now I just have to do Twister, which is Twister.
Yeah, and I think like we might be in the same boat, because these are the 2 that I like really was like, okay, I think I know these games, like this is where I really want to try, and all this stuff. And then tomorrow for Kapu Cave, I don't even know. Whatever happens, happens. Like I have the rundown, I know what I'm gonna do, but it's out of my hands at this point. It's the fish. It's all the fish.
Yeah, you and Celeb are pretty close with 3.
I know, we're like seconds away from each other.
I know. It's really just going to come down to RNG.
Yep, and I'm excited to see what works, because
Nancy,
I think we're doing different strategies, because I'm gonna be doing a fish strat, and Celeb is gonna be doing necklaces, I think. So
yeah,
it'll be fun to see live which one ends up getting it.
Oh, that's exciting.
Our last battle. I love that.
That should definitely be interesting. And that will be at roughly 1:50 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So make sure everyone tunes in for that.
Shh.
What's the starting games tomorrow again?
Hide!
Like the first segment?
Beginning of the series, right?
Yeah, we're doing the secrets.
Well, Katie, you'll be happy
Actually,
to know your friend Nancy will be joining us any minute. Hey,
we have like a slight,
Yeah,
we have
a
very,
little
very slight adjustment to tomorrow.
Where are
that will
you?
not throw anything off, pretty much.
Nancy.
No.
Okay.
So, I think I can just announce it now. So you guys have probably noticed that tomorrow we're starting at 11 a.m. Eastern time.
Well,
we're actually going to be starting at 10 Eastern time, because me and Jem are going to be running Ran.
Oh,
yeah.
the Ran!
Oh,
I
yes!
can smell it a mile away.
The Ran run is coming back.
Of an unfortunate kayaking accident.
I don't think it'll be counted towards the segment. I think we're just doing it kind of just for to show it off.
Okay. I mean, alright.
I'm excited.
That's fair. I watched you guys race when you were practicing. It was a lot of fun.
This means I have to be up before 7 a.m. though. Ah.
Nuts.
It's worth it though for random stuff.
It's a wild run.
I am
7
excited.
a.m.
I
ran
am
is the best run.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm so thrilled you all managed to tack it on here on the last day.
Yeah. I really thought it was going to be tiebreaker run, like people had joked.
Alright, that's time for me.
Woo!
GGM.
GGM!
Wait, we did actually end on midnight? Or I should say I
Oh.
ended on midnight. That's cool.
Nice.
Love that.
GG's
Well, we
and
had
timing.
expected to end 10 minutes after midnight, so shaved off 10 minutes somewhere.
Wow. Good job. Yeah, that's another great segment right there.
Round of applause for everybody who ran today.